Happy Sunday. Hello, everyone. I'm 1 minute early. So let's wait for some people to get in. I hope you all had a wonderful weekend. Productive. It is 8 o'clock on the money. The light seems bright. Okay, so we're going to wait for some people to get in. I look like a hot mess. Just got done having a big fattening dinner. So yeah, it's Sunday again. I was over at Garden State Gardener's Joe. I was over at his live. I stayed in there for close to an hour just to show support. Hello. How is everything? Tina Ladybug. Hello, hello. Happy Sunday. How is everyone? See you and hear you just fine. Fantastic. I was a minute early. I just got out of Garden State Gardeners live. I figured I'd go over there and spend some time. LP, good evening. How are you? Happy Sunday. I believe it's Sunday already. Gardener Josh. Howdy. Welcome, welcome. Happy Sunday. So yeah, I was over Garden State Gardener. I was going to quick change my shirt. Because I forgot. I was like, it's a little big and I might have to tie it in the back, but I got my shirt from Garden State Gardener. And I feel fat and full. I had a big dinner. So how is everyone's Sunday going? Pull myself in closer. Oh, what a weekend. Busy, 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 busy. I want to see what this does. Make sure everything's working good. Indiana Becker Gardner. Hey, hey, girl. I was just in Garden State Gardeners for about 50 minutes, and you did win. Just an FYI. But hello. Love you. LP says, I'm doing well. Thanks. Got a quick downpour this afternoon, so yeah. Happy Sunday to you. How are you doing? I'm doing good. Busy weekend, like I was just saying. I hope everybody had a productive. I feel like I'm all forehead tonight. Sorry, folks. This hair is still wet. I was saying that I hope everybody had a productive weekend. I was canning yesterday, so you know that's always water bath canning. That's always fun, I guess, as long as you're not messing with hot peppers. Hey, hey, Indiana. She said, yep, got some yellow brandy wine. Ooh, nice, girl. Quarantined over here. You are? Why are you quarantined over there? Oh, no. I know somebody was in his live saying that their daughter, somebody is a some form of a nurse or something. Oh, no. And they were concerned about Joey because they saw quite a few people being in the medical industry that had the new strain of it. I don't know. No way, Indiana Backyard Gardener. Really? Oh, my gosh. Is she okay? Is she have it bad? What's going on? Hi, Barb. How are you? Happy Sunday. So sorry to hear that, Indiana Backyard Gardener. Her daughter has COVID. Lots of prayers. Oh, this whole COVID thing freaks me out. I can't tell a lie. It ramps up my anxiety. She's doing okay. Mild symptoms, no fever. Back in November, I think it was. I didn't get to have him for Thanksgiving. And he was literally not feeling well for, I think, 3 days. And he is was he 25 at the time? Wait, let me think. So last November, he was 25. He's 26 now. And then he got tested to see if he had the antibodies so that he wouldn't catch it again. But it was kind of, you know, when I called him, I said, how you feeling? And he said, my head's killing me. I feel like poop. But literally, it was like 2-3 days for my son, and he was fine. He just stayed away for all the holidays just to make sure, you know, I wouldn't catch it. So, yeah, I hear you, Barb's. Country Home says prayers for your daughter. I'm glad she's got mild symptoms. So, sorry to hear that. My love and prayers are with you. In case you don't know, Indiana Backyard Gardener, because, you know, I do have some new subscribers, so welcome. And welcome to the old subscribers. She has a great channel, Indiana Backyard Gardener, so go over and check her out. I think somebody's a moderator in here and can post links until Boone gets here. And Paul, Honeyman, that's a moderator for my channel as well. He was missing for 2 weeks. I don't know if anybody knew that. He has a heart condition and they mixed his medication and he practically OD'd on what the doctors prescribed. So he got out in touch with me and said, hey, this is what happened. And, you know, I'm hanging in there. I'll see you on Sunday. So he should be in here momentarily as well. He says he's doing much better. So I know some that have had it twice. Yeah, I mean, my son's back to work. Well, the company where he caught it, you know, fired him. So he sued them. My son ain't no joke. He has to play around. But, you know, it's the antibodies. So just got to cross our fingers. My friend's daughter has it vaccinated and still got it. Yep. I know, girl. It's crazy. It's crazy times. Indiana Backyard Gardener says, thank you, Barb. So, yeah, just on a quickness, you know, prayers up to Indiana Backyard Gardener's daughter. My son did recuperate fairly quickly. A little bit more high risk. No, I don't have the dart. And I just don't know, because it freaks me out every day. But, you know, he told me like a month in advance he wasn't going to be here for Labor Day. And I was like, why? Where are you going? And he said, Ocean City, Maryland. And I was like, all right, well, that's fine. Yeah, I was disappointed because that would have been a full year. I have not spent any of the holidays with my son, Johnny. So, long story short, I said to him, I understand. Because he has a tendency to just not show up for Sunday dinner. And I said, listen, I understand that you want to go live life. When I was 26, there was no COVID. And there was we had to stay in our houses. So I get it. You want to go live life, just live it carefully. That's what I told him. So that's where he'll be going for Labor Day. And I'll just be here busting my butt. But I made a lot of progress, so I can honestly say, for people that have been around, I keep saying, like, I don't know how big of a fall garden I'm going to have because I'm not unpacked. The dining room has been covered in food and just a mess. Kitchen, same thing. And I haven't been unpacked. But I made, like, a really big dent in the dining room in the last day and a half. I actually put a shelf up so you still see the furniture polish. So I can put some of my extra, you know, because I'm one of those kitchen-y gadgets. People are like, where's the food videos? I'm like, oh, when fall and winter comes, you'll be so sick of my food videos. But, yeah, I'm a kitchen gadget. I got lots of gadgets. And so it's coming along slowly but surely. Canning on Labor Day? I hope not. Chris says you're canning on Labor Day. Speaking of Chris, who did a surprise show up, appearance, is that better? An appearance yesterday. Well, he had called me and I didn't answer. And the reason why I didn't answer is because I was making cowboy candy. And, you know, jalapenos are like hit or miss, honestly. I think, and my gardeners, hello, Lori's World, you're lurking and listening. I have you running multiple rooms so I can keep up. Hi, Mel. Hi, Lori. Happy weekend. Happy Sunday. Welcome, welcome. Lurk all you want. And she says, hi, all my friends. So, yeah, so Chris came up for a visit on Sunday. You know, he called my roommate's phone, actually, and my roommate's like, why is he calling my phone? And I'm like, I don't know, maybe because I'm not answering, and he's worried. So, long story short, he opens the kitchen door and says, why didn't you answer your phone? And I'm like, because I'm messing with hot peppers. He said as soon as he walked in here, you could just smell it. So, it kind of affected me last night, even when I went to bed. You know, I didn't start off wearing gloves, but then I did wear gloves. I also tried one of my fajita peppers before I did cowboy candy, and this whole house was just, you know, like where you can't breathe, and I was sneezing, the dogs were sneezing, I have the kitchen door open. It was pretty spicy in here yesterday, but Chris got to experience water bath canning. He was out in the kitchen, while I was water bath canning, and he watched it first, and then from the three of us, including my roommate being in the kitchen, we kind of let the jalapenos boil for a little bit longer than 10 minutes, just an FYI. True story. And when we were scooping them out to jar them, I was like, what happened to all the jalapenos? So I found more jalapenos, and Chris was nice enough to cut them, and he was putting them in the water, and he just said, you know, I said, what did you think of that? And he just said, I was just really surprised when you put a jar in the water like that it doesn't burst. So kudos to Chris. I did do a quickie video. I did not show the cowboy candy making because I already have a video on my channel of cowboy and cowgirl candy. But I did do a quickie video of like what I did on Saturday. So I thought I would show you all tonight because it's all done and looking good. Okay, here's the one that boiled for more than 10 minutes. You see how dark that is? And they kind of like shriveled up. Amazing colors, let me tell you. And then here's the one where I took it out exactly 10 minutes. And it's not that thick yet. You see that? It's not as syrupy. Look at this. Like, they're both beautiful though. So I think I counted 10 of the half pints. I'm just getting used to sizes on jars. I screw up a lot and say a lot of like, I don't know, I got my own dictionary. But needless to say, it was a lot of jalapenos that I chopped up that only got me 5 jars at first. I was like, what happened to all the jalapenos? Because we were too busy yapping. And I did have to improvise and add an extra cup of sugar because it was god-awful hot. So, and then this is the second batch of the cowboy candy. And it's all done. They're all washed. I always pull them by their lids after I take the rings off to make sure that it took. So yeah, that was interesting. And it was actually fun to have 2 extra hands in the kitchen for help. So this is what else I did. I did a quart-sized jar of the brine. And then I said to Chris, I don't know if I really think that that's a real smart idea. This is my first year preserving the brine because, you know, people say save it. I threw mine out last year, honestly, because, you know, I just didn't know any better. And they're like, oh, we use it to marinate meats and so forth and so on. So I had another one like this. And then I thought to myself, it's not really feasible. What if you just want to marinate? So anyway, long story short, I did 3 half gallons. Hold on, let me speak. I did 1 quart and 3 half quart sizes. I just thought that'd be a little bit better, even if like you want to do spare ribs or beef, you know what I mean, and you use half of it, that's fine to put in the fridge. I just don't like having a bunch of jars in the refrigerator. So canned up some of these as well. So sounds like fun, says Barb. Chris says, that looks familiar. Laugh out loud. The cowboy candy looks great. Thank you. I actually think, even though in like ball canning and everywhere it tells you like 10 minutes, I think we left it go for like 15. And it's just so much more thicker. And they really are a little bit more shrunk, is the word I want to use. And they're just, it's real deep and dark color compared to doing it at exactly 10 minutes. There's the difference. So I did a little video on that will be coming up this week. There he is. I just got done talking about you. So Barb says, the cowboy candy looks great. Indiana Backyard Gardener says, help is always nice. You're not kidding. That's the first time I got help and I loved it. And also felt bad because he came up for a visit and he was helping me. Poor thing. But there's Paul Honeyman, who I was telling you is also a moderator for my channel. I don't know where Boone is tonight. But I'm glad to see him because, you know, mixture of doctor's medicines. He's been not feeling quite well and got in touch with me. So I did say that. But happy to see you, my friend from England. Everyone say hello to Paul Honeyman. Cosmic Cultivators. Hello, hello. They say happiness to all. Hello, friends. Sorry, late cooking dinner. It's okay. You guys are always cooking dinner on Sunday Night Lives. You know, I was literally just thinking earlier, like, I said to my roommate, maybe I should go 9 o'clock on Sundays because Garden State Gardener goes live till 9. So, I just got the notification. Wow, that's crazy, Paul. I am the man, says Chris. Just kidding. That's because Jay, my friend Jay, says that all the time. Because Jay's the man or whatever. So yeah, how fun is that? We actually, for the very first time, canned. Water bath canned. Chris has never seen that. And I said to him, were you scared at all? He said no. He was just a little amazed by how you could put the jar in and it doesn't break. And I said, well, because they're meant for that. So, hello, I'm also cooking, says Indiana Backyard Gardener. Lots of prayers for Indiana Backyard Gardener's daughter who has COVID. So far, mild symptoms. So, lots of prayers for her daughter, please. And Boone is here. Everyone's saying hello, Boone. Hey, Boone. Paul Honeyman says, nearly back to my usual self, Mel. I hope so. If anybody knows Paul Honeyman, he's comical. He likes to kind of flirt a little bit with me or bust my hump, however you want to take it. And it's funny. He's a very funny person. He's a big moderator for a lot of other channels. And I just love having him as a moderator on my channel. Boone Child. Hello, girl. How are you? She says, hello, Paul Honeyman, Indiana Backyard Gardener, Cosmic Cultivators, Chris, Lori's World, and Tina Ladybug. Wow, she squeezed it all in there real quick. How are you, sweetheart? It says we have 11 in here. Please give 11 thumbs up. It really helps the channel. So, yeah. I use Voone's. I'm getting close, Voone. I used Voone's pressure canner as a water bath canner yesterday to make the cowboy candy. So what do I have again? 10 half pints of the cowboy candy, which is what I was talking about. The one that was a little overdone. Looks really good. And it sucked up a lot of my jalapenos. And the one that was done in exactly 10 minutes. So, and saved some of the brine. And yeah, just a busy day yesterday. So I got to hang out with Chris. And then we had Chinese food. Well, he and my roommate disappeared, and I was like, Woody, has got a bromance going on? I'm over here starving. Come on. Yeah, so Chris treated to Chinese food, which was really, really sweet. And then we went out front. We were talking or whatever. And I happened to look behind me, and I'm like, what is that? Shoot, I didn't bring it out to show you. And, you know, since I'm adding some of my bedroom pieces to my bedroom, I'm finally starting to somewhat move in. I was looking at this hamper that's like smaller because, you know, I'm a small girl and I didn't want a real big hamper in my room. And he had a hamper. The hamper that I wanted that has the chalkboard sign that says hamper sitting on the step. And I'm like, what the hell? So that was nice of him as well, too. That looks amazing. Thank you, Boone. Barb's Country Home is waving 3 times. I like the pressure canner. Yeah, Chris likes the pressure canner. But the pressure canner is going to get put to work tomorrow. I'm going to tell you why very quickly. Jay's been wanting to do this experiment. Hello, I'm Irish. Can you tell? And I've said this before. I love potatoes. But I'm so sick of peeling potatoes. I've been peeling potatoes my whole life. And like my aunt, 2 of my aunts own restaurants, you know. So it's like, hi, Aunt Ann. And it's like, get in the kitchen and peel a 100-pound bag of potatoes. You know, I'm just sick of it. And, but I love me a potato, mashed, I don't care. So Jay wanted to do this little experiment. So he did ask me when I was going to post it, and I said on Tuesday. So stay tuned for that. That may make all my troubles go away when it comes to peeling potatoes and Jimmy's, because I tell Jimmy that if he wants to eat, he has to peel potatoes. I've only done that to him once. Craig's Family Homestead, hello, hello, like a half mile down the road. Hello, Mel, and everyone, says Craig's Family Homestead. Let me go back. Indiana Backyard Gardener says, be right back. Gotta run outside to get some greens. At Cosmic Cultivator said she have to run far. Like a half mile down the road. Bunch of laughy faces, but really, though, 18-incher. Hey, Amy. Yeah, Amy. Darling. My elderberry never showed up for this year, girl. So yeah, and I couldn't find any here in Pennsylvania, so I don't know. Maybe for next year I'll get some elderberry. Paul says, laugh out loud, but the question is, what was Gina in this? Why was Gina in the stripper's bar? Question mark. Laugh out loud. Paul's back. I'm glad that he's recovering. I'm very glad to hear that. I was in Jared Crocker's and somebody asked where Paul was, and somebody had said he had mixed medicines, you know, for his health condition. And he was just starting to feel better. And I was like, wow, really? Because I knew nothing. And then he got in touch with me. What? Are you kidding me? No, I'm dead serious. Weekend, says Chris. So yeah, what did I end up planting on that side? Definitely no elderberry. I still didn't get it, girl. So no worries. I still love you. Send me your address again, and I will mail you a couple of these rooted cuttings. What do I have to do with the rooted cuttings? Just plant them in the ground, or do I have to put them in a pot? Send me an email, and then I'll send you the... Actually, my address is right underneath my videos, if you want to go that route. So yeah. Took a shower. We had dinner, me, Jimmy, and Jay. He brought over ribs and shrimp, so we had that. And then I pulled out, it was chicken, spinach, artichoke, and cheese. We had that. And then he kept saying that he had really good dessert for Mel. You know, what are you going to do? Tell Jimmy he can't have one? And Jimmy kept saying, yeah, it's going to be tiramisu. It's her favorite, or it's her favorite. And I'll be a son of a gun if he did not show up. This is what's left of the piece of my favorite. Can you see? Apple turnover for dessert tonight. Oh my goodness. Lord have mercy. They are the best from this place called Fritz's. So really good dinner. Amy says, from Craig's Family Homestead. Okay, the address thing, I would pot them, then plant them out in the spring. I can do that. Actually, when will you get a freeze? I think it's October 23rd. But initially, when I went under Farmer's Almanac, it said November something. And then the next time I checked it, it was like October 23rd. So, yeah. I'm trying. You just have to follow along because I have some backup videos, you know. Or I would have been posting 5 videos a day with, you know, how gardening goes. But needless to say, I'll give you a little tidbit that I do have a little spot cleared out for fall, and I just planted some beets that I started in a like half of a 72 cell count. So I planted them in, and nothing else yet. So you see, Paul says, yeah, I messed up my meds and had an yeah, I didn't want to say it like that, but he really did. He had an accidental overdose from his medication, was unconscious in my apartment from Friday to Monday, too late for ER, so had to recover at home. Is that not insane? I mean, you know, doctors prescribe medicines, and it's like, what the heck? Because Paul has a heart condition, so I'm with Boone on that one. She says, oh my goodness, Paul, I'm glad you were still with us, Paul. Amen to that. Yay, Paul Honeyman's back, and I'm glad he's doing well. Amy from Craig's Family Homestead says, okay, no problem. Plant them outside and give them a couple handfuls of bone meal when you plant them. I could do that. Totally, I can do that. That would be amazing. Thank you so, so much. I don't like to be a bug, and I knew you said you were sending me some, and I thought, with everything going on, you probably just forgot. Thanks, Boone. Me too. What about me, Paul? No, I'm just kidding. She says, oh, man, Paul, that's terrible. For sure. Boone says, for real, that is so scary. It sure is. Glad you're okay, Paul. That's crazy, says Chris. And if they die, I'll send you some more. Awesome. Awesomeness. Jimmy will be, my roommate will be ecstatic because he was just like, well, we didn't get strawberries and we didn't get to do we actually did have strawberries, but we didn't get to them in time and they died, and I took them back to where I got them and said, here you go. It's been a week. They're dead. And I got my money back, but they didn't have any more strawberries. So next year, I'm hoping it's the year on that side, the fruit side, for elderberry and for pretty good, decent row of strawberries. The raspberries are going berserk, the plants. I didn't know that raspberry bushes, I guess they're a bush, is like, I got a branch going this way and the one's going like that, and it's tangled in, like, it's going crazy. So I was like, oh, I think I better get a couple more so that they just stay together, the raspberries. And then I saw a video, I think it was Acre Homestead. If you're not subscribed to the girl Becky, I've been really binge watching Becky. I'm all caught up. I watched her videos. She's fairly new, and she like skyrocketed very quickly. I guess she's very relatable to people. And I think she plucked some raspberry leaves for tea for over winter time before they produced fruit. If anybody knows if that's accurate, let me know, because I want to get some of those raspberry leaves, you know, because I'm trying. Jay had bought me I never even posted that. Jay had bought me this planter box. I could still post the videos. Will be like, what the heck? It was a planter box that I saw. I tried to act like he was my dad when we were in Home Depot, and I was like, but Dad, can I get this? And it had lavender, sage, and thyme. And it said it was a tea mixture. So I was like, oh, I want that. So that's out there. And I'm going to end up harvesting all that and putting it in, once I dry it up, in a mason jar. I pointed over there because that's where the dehydrator is currently. So yeah, if this raspberry leaf thing is accurate, someone let me know. And thank you again, Amy. But yeah, if you go under my videos and scroll down a little bit, there is an address for you to send to, and there's also an email address. Paul says, Chris, the scary part was waking up on Monday and not realizing it's not Saturday until the neighbor put me out the bins. It's just like a glare, sorry. Until the neighbor put out the bins. Headaches were insane. Oh my gosh, I could just imagine, Paul. God bless you that you're still here. You're lucky. And she says, yes, that's accurate. So, AIM. Accurate that I can just go pluck off some leaves and I won't damage it because it is a new raspberry bush. It's growing like crazy. Well, I bought it in spring. No raspberries, but it's doing fantastic. I guess it's supposed to be growing all wildish looking. And I was like, oh, I don't want to hurt if I pluck off some leaves for some tea, but raspberry tea leaves sound really good. Check out Crazed Family Homestead. Yep. Paul or Boone, if you can find Acre Homestead, her name is Becky. It's her and her husband. He doesn't show his face on there or anything, but she preserves a lot, and she does a lot of like Azure Standard hauls and stuff like that, and she meal preps. So you might really be interested in her. Young, she's a dental hygienist, so just tell her that Melody from Bake a Leg and Let's Dig It sent you. I follow her on Instagram as well, so if somebody can find her channel link, that would be awesome. Just mention me if you subscribe. Paul says, aha, lucky the devil has a restraining order against me. Thank God, Paul. Thank God. Thank God. I can't even register that. That is so scary. I was in the shower earlier tonight, and I left Chris on the phone for company. And I'm taking a shower. I'm like, what is that banging? And I'm like, what is that banging about? I said, tell me my roommate fell while I'm in the shower. So I quick washed my body because I was taking my leisurely time, you know, washing my hair and all. And I got a towel around, hair up, soaked, and I'm like, Jimmy, what was all that banging? And he was like, huh? I said, I jumped out of the shower because I thought, God forbid, you slipped and fell. And he's like, I took the trash out. And I was like, oh, Lord. And then Jay showed up. I'm in a towel. And he's like, don't take a shower for me. I'm like, I did it. And I went in the back to go get dressed, you know, and then we had a lovely dinner. Yes, pluck a few off and dehydrate them. 1 tablespoon per cup. Unless you mix the leaves with other leaves, then you're getting into making tea blends, which is fun. Well, I do have those, you know, the thing that Jay bought me with, what is it again? Sage, rosemary, and thyme, I think it is. And it is calling it a tea, like a tea blend. But honestly, I think I just want to do them in a separate jar. And it's safe, right? I mean, I don't use any pesticides, and it's not going to make me, like, wig out or anything, right? I always get weird about new things, like, you know, we have a humongous mushroom growing down on the lawn. I said to Jimmy, could you imagine? Oh my gosh, don't even touch that thing. So yeah, I wouldn't want to be hallucinating off of some raspberry leaves. Wow, that's great, Chris, if it's actually true. I'll be lurking. Dinner is ready. Be right back. Yum, yum. I wonder what they're having for dinner, says Cosmic Cultivators. So a tablespoon per cup, unless you mix the leaves. Tablespoon. Okay, I'll have to remember that. Indiana Backyard Gardener says, hey, Amy. Let's see. Paul's saying I have 711 subs. It's weird because I was like 710, like last Sunday. As soon as I got off of live, I don't know if somebody misconstrued it, me saying I don't care. When I was talking about like it's so much work with the garden and I'm trying to weigh things, like I just don't care. I'm just over it. You know, there was a lot to do. I mean, have you seen my hauls? I mean, the amount of tomatoes, considering the damage the tomatoes took, like I can't even make that stuff up. Okay, let me put it to you this way. In the one bed where the tomatoes got blown like this, here's the ends of the tomatoes with the roots. And now I have tomato plants that are standing straight up. And my tomato plant is actually climbing on the trellis out back there with tomatoes on it. So, I mean, who knew that I would get so many tomatoes that I was giving them away. I made my first $20 off of some tomatoes. You know, a lot of tomatoes. You know, I just never saw that coming. First tomato I saw, I cried. I did a video but never posted it because I felt like an idiot. And then me and Jimmy sat down because I was really stressed out and we were talking. And he said, well, one thing you don't have to worry about next year. And I was like, well, what's that? And he was like, the build. You have to understand, you built a brand new garden. And then it was like, boom, everything came in. And I was like, yeah, did you think it happened like that too? Or is that just me? And he goes, no, it seemed like that. You know, you have to remember, Jay and I were putting those beds together in January, and then I think it was the beginning of March, I started building it, and it was like, go, 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 boom. I got a gazillion tomatoes coming in. Very concerned and worried about what the storms did to my tomato plants, and Lord behold, you know, the garden angels up there wanted me to have a lot of tomatoes. That is an understatement. So yeah, I'm very fortunate, but way too many tomatoes. The only Acre Homestead I see, she has 69,000 followers. No, she's on Instagram. It's Acre Homestead. It's not the Acre Homestead. It's just Acre Homestead. Her name is Becky. So, if you could find it, that's great. Hi, IBG, says Crazed Family. Melody, do you want looked up? Yes, please. Proud Mom, hello, hello. Canning. Not pressure canning yet, though. That's coming up. This is Cowboy Candy that Chris and I did yesterday. Here's the one where I didn't calculate 10 minutes, and this is about 15. But it's like thicker, but it really shrivels up your jalapenos. And this is the one that went for exactly 10. But they're beautiful. And then 3 half quarts of the brine and 1 quart of the brine for the first time this year. And you know whose recipe I followed? My own. I had to go on YouTube to find my recipe. How crazy is that? Because when I got my new phone, I lost my notepad with all my recipes in there. So that stunk. Let me see. Blah, 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 blah. She says that it was scary and then says she's in the shower. Yeah. Yep, safe. Okay, thank you, Amy. And yes, Paul. So everyone say hello to Proud Mom, who hasn't been in a hot minute. How are you? She always says, from Maine here, or with love from Maine here. Great person. Great person. Talk about a canner. Oof. Chris said you have 711 subs, hun. I guess that's what he said. Which was what I was saying when I did last Sunday's live. I think it was last Sunday. As soon as I got off of live, I lost like 3 subscribers instantly. And I went down to like 708. And I was like, what is going on? Did somebody mistake my I don't care comment anymore? You know, it's like a gardening thing. Like, that's it. I throw my hands up. I don't care about any more tomatoes. I don't care about weighing anything. I'm just over it. I had that moment. We're all human, right? So I don't know, people lurking maybe took that towards Shed Wars. I don't know, but it wasn't meant towards Shed Wars. It was just meant because I'm frustrated and it's just me that does all this around here. And the factor that I am still not unpacked yet, but I'm getting there slowly. My room is starting to look like my room. I need 2 more pieces of furniture for my room to be complete, folks. I need my bed and my long bureau, and my bedroom will be done. So it was really super sweet of Chris last night to have the hamper I wanted behind my back. It's a little tiny little thing with chalkboard that says hamper on it. And he's like, "Are you sure that's the hamper you wanted?" I was like, "Yeah, because it's on the smaller side because I wanted it smaller." And he was like, "Well, you're petite. You could fit your clothes in there." He goes, "I'm lucky if I could fit one pair of jeans in a hamper that big." And I just laughed, thought it was funny. Everybody's saying, "Hey, hey, proud mom." Acre Homestead. There it is. Thank you. Thank you, Paul. Acre Homestead. 69K subs. Her name is Becky. I love her. So if you go over and subscribe, please tell her that Melody from Bake a Leg and Let's Dig It sent you. She's a new gardener. She just learned to garden during the pandemic. And it's her and her husband and like a new house. Let me tell you about her blueberry bushes, folks. Go watch her videos. She has a ton of blueberry bushes. And she really tries hard and she makes mistakes and she tells you, like, you know. So, yeah. And she does, like, meal prep. She'll do, like, I'm not trying to exaggerate, but 12 meal preps on film. And she's like, oh, she's young. She's a dental hygienist. She's very young. For some reason, I think, like, some of the younger, I think she's in Washington. Don't hold me to that. But very interesting channel, and, you know, she talks about where she gets her meat from, or how she'll get like a half a cow or half a pig, or, yeah. So she's not vegan by any means, but she really does try hard. She's like newly married, and I think she's just doing it. Every time she comes up on my feed, her and Isabella Page, I'm like, right there, I'm like, yes, my show's on. Yes. Because I love Isabella Page. I spoke about her before. She's a young girl. She's only like 23 years old, who built a tiny house in the mountains. I think it's somewhere like Washington. Don't hold me to that. And she's very artistic musically. And she takes like baths in the river in the winter. The one time she finally said, "That's it. The water's so cold, I just can't take a bath anymore. I feel like I'm going to pass out." But, I mean, there's not a lot of young kids. I mean, there are kids to me, you know. They're like my Jared's age, the baby's age. And she just said I don't fit in with people that are materialistic or want to go out and drink all the time. So I'm very fond of her. And she is vegan. And I'm speaking about Isabella Page if somebody wants to post her link. She just did a book. And, yeah. So I'm going to be fermenting cabbage because of Isabella Page. My red cabbage, I harvest it. You'll see that video. I was waiting on something that I really needed. Hello, Homestead Aquarius. Yep, that is the one I saw. Paul Honeyman. Okay, Paul's post the link at Cree's family. Paul Honeyman, Cosmic Cultivators. Thank you, thank you. Okay, Homestead Aquarius. I haven't seen anyone lurking, Melody, and I've been here since the start. That would make you a lurker. No, that's fake news, because Lori's World is in here, says just lurking, but I have you in every room playing because, you know, she's doing stuff, but it's all good. Hello, Captain, how are you? I saw John's video about the link, and I clicked on the link. You can go back and see my comment, and I was like, wow, really? I'm like on the bottom of the list with a 1. I thought that was for like weight. And I said, how do you post the weights? And John wrote back and said, oh, Mel, you post them at the end. I'm like, oh, okay. I thought that meant I had 1 pound of something. I was going to be like, okay, good one. So, yeah. I caught up on a couple of his videos when I was dusting and cleaning the room. And then I had a little bit of a it's tragic to me, but no, it's not that kind of tragic. Am I saying that correctly? I finally sat down on my hammock one night and was like, take a break, Mel. Thomas came over with my tall bureau, and I had a frozen coffee from Wawa, and it was really good. I haven't had one in a bit, and I only literally had like a quarter left in it. I go to enter my room, and I guess because it was so dark, my little Yorkie Coco jumped up at me, and her paw got caught in the long obnoxious wire from the phone charger, and this coffee spilt like you would have thought it was a full coffee, and it went right in my brand new 1S Xbox, and it's not working, which is how I watch all your videos. You get a thumbs up by me, but I can't leave a comment. And yeah, it was turning off. I left it alone for a bit. It's coming up, like very small, like print and very small videos. So I don't know how that's going to work out, because that's how I watch YouTube and, you know, everybody's channel and stuff. So that was a real bummer. Plus it was a mess and it went all over the wall, and I did smack her on a butt. And I was like, you couldn't wait for me just to get in the room. But my friend, Thomas, was like, don't smack the dog, because you probably startled her. And then the next day I felt bad and started to cry, because my dogs are like my babies. I didn't like hurt her. I just tapped her on her butt. But what a mess. You would have thought that was a full coffee. And it was this much. It went all over the wall. It went into my Xbox, which is how I watch YouTube and TV, is through my Xbox, and can play DVDs. So if you are seeing not so many thumbs up on your channel, that'd be because, hello, I can't watch Xbox until I could come up with the money for a new one. So that was a real bummer. Let me tell you, I was ticked. Plus I had to clean up the mess when I was really busting my hump to get the one room done in here. So I can say I'm officially moved into my bedroom. Yeah, that would be awesome. 2 more pieces of furniture and getting the closet doors painted, and I'll be officially moved into my room. So yeah, anyway. So yeah, you're not the one that was lurking. Lori announced her lurking status. She sure did. LP, this is Indiana Backyard Garden, couldn't type earlier, but yes, everyone again that's just coming in. Indiana Backyard Gardener, who I love to pieces. I mean, I could shoot her a text and she's like, oh yeah, it's fruit, whatever, you know. Her daughter tested positive for COVID, and right now currently has mild symptoms, but lots of prayers for her daughter, please. So let me go back. Couldn't type earlier, but I'm so sorry to hear your daughter has COVID. That sucks. I pray for you and all, and pray she gets better sooner than later. Amen, LP. And I did make a mistake when I did my fajito video, and I was like, I think CC asked me to do it. Here it was LP that asked me to do it, and he writes a thing like, yes, that was for me. And I was like, oh, I feel like a dum-dum. In the video where I was talking about the shishito pepper plant, it was LP that requested that video, and I kept saying CC requested that video. But anyway, let's see. I got to go back. I will get to all your comments, I promise. Hey, Homestead in the house, says Paul Honeyman. Homestead Aquarius says hello to Boone. Hello, Robert. Yes, Vancouver, Washington. Thank you. Which is Acre Homestead, if you're just hopping in here. I think she's got a really good thing going on, and she's fairly new onto YouTube, and she's already like 65K, I guess. She meal preps. She's new gardener, so go check her out and tell her that Melody sent you, and also Isabella Page, who built a tiny house in the woods. That's what I was into when I had time to watch TV. But if I'm outside in the garden, we actually had a pretty cool night last night here in Pennsylvania, but oh my goodness, I'm having the hardest time doing videos. It's cutting them off. I'm having to redo them. We have been in a heat wave, like 106 with the humidity. The one day I could stand it, and I was out there trying to catch some sun. And then the next day I went out because, you know, some work was being done and landscapers were here. And as soon as I walked out the door, it was like I was dripping, soaking wet. I'm like, I don't even sweat. I was like, I can't do it. I cannot. The heat here has just been really, really atrocious for weeks on end. And then last night it was cooler outside. We got one weekend where it rains, drizzled off and on the weekend before. Still lots of thunder and lightning storms because we have so much heat. You know, the heat and humidity here has been god awful. And then this weekend was kind of like hit or miss weather-wise, some rain. And my friend Jay stopped over yesterday. He's like, hello, you have some tomatoes that need to be picked at the back door. And I'm like, seriously, I was, He was like, oh, I know how it started. He said, I need a tomato. Can I get a tomato? I was like, help yourself. So he goes over to the gardens and he's like, you have some tomatoes out here to pick. Y'all saw my harvest the other day? And I'm like, He's like, well, you need to pick them. I'm like, mm-mm. And then he looked at the watermelon and said, you have another watermelon over here that needs to be picked. I'm like, okay. And I do have an epic fail video that's coming out. Epic fail. But that's okay, because when you're a gardener, not everything is going to be perfect, you know. Things happen. And it's from a sustainable seed company, but it's not the bug out bag. It definitely did not come from the bug out bag company. It came from this second one that I did a review on. It's, yeah, I'm not going to say anymore. Stay tuned for this week for the epic fail. You'll see what was an epic fail. So yeah, I had no desire to go out there when it started drizzling and pick any tomatoes whatsoever. None, zip, zero. I'm over it. Thank you. Hello, Vineyard Chicks. Happy Sunday. How are you? And Lori's World did advertise. Hello, Robert and Lori, says Craig's Family Homestead. LP says, I'm lurking too, typing when I can. But yeah, so that's who requested the shishito pepper video, just to clear the air on that. Homestead Aquarius, Paul is posting Homestead Aquarius's links. Okay, I think, let me see. So I read that. Hey, Boone. Hey, Homestead in the house. Thank you, Paul. Okay, I read that. Lori's announcing her lurking status. She sure did. I have been eating and getting my hands messy with some good barbecue dinner. Barbecue. Love. Dinner and a movie here. Sounds awesome. We actually had ribs and big shrimp and stuffed chicken with artichoke and spinach and cheese. And then apple turnovers, which I love. I haven't had them, for dessert. And then Lori said, I am lurking, watching you on the TV in the living room. Love you, Lori. And then that's when LP said, I'm lurking too, typing when I can. Crazy Family Home said, hello, Robert and Lori. Hi, Miss Melody at Bake a Leg and Let's Dig It Home said, you girls, just love you to pieces. I am watching your videos. But I can't leave a comment through the Xbox that now I may have broke. So, with the coffee incident. But, your videos are just like on point. So, welcome, Vineyard Chicks. Thank you, Paul Honeyman. Hang in there and watch those meds. I know. How scary was that? Amy says, I'm sort of lurking up potting kale. I have a kale plant that's like a monster. But then again, I say that about my zucchinis. But no, it's really, really tall. I think I planted it. L'Asiato kale, dinosaur kale is the one that's super tall, and then the blue scotch kale is doing fairly well. But yeah, I'm sort of lurking. Hey, Amy, we are lurking too, Miss Lori. Everybody wants to lurk on my channel tonight. How come? Hey, Lori, DIY Trey, the ornamental kale, Amy, Craig's Family Homestead, chicks. Hi, Miss Boone. Amy's always doing something to plant, always. Okay, thank you, Miss Melody. We will add it to our list. So sorry, sending prayers in the backyard gardener, says Boone. Yeah, it's just crazy. Lots of prayers, because her daughter has COVID with mild symptoms so far, so keep praying. How was your dinner, Melody? Fantastic. Thank you very much. Thanks, everyone, says Indiana Backyard Gardener. She says, sorry, listening but cooking. Sorry to hear Miss Adrian from the Backyard Gardener. It's because I'm always killing things, Robert. Lori's World, back to the kitchen and lurking. LP, no worries on not remembering. I probably wouldn't have either. I have to take notes. Yeah, I don't know why I was thinking it was CC. Nothing against either one, but I was like, wait, was it CC that wanted me to do that video? If you saw Friday's video, was it Friday or Saturday? No, Friday was my tomato haul. How about that tomato haul? Come on, peeps. I mean, really. And then I think it was Saturdays I was harvesting. And the only reason why I didn't bring these along for if I got a full bowl or not is because of the factor my phone shuts down in this humidity here. It's god-awful. God-awful. We've had heat wave 2. Today was apparently the last one. Ugh. It is horrible. It sucks the life out of you. Did you weigh the tomatoes? Yeah, of course I weighed the tomatoes, Chris. Oh, Chris is putting a laugh out loud. Chris can verify. Kitchen, Jay can too. Pots. I mean, I had to borrow pots, pans, buckets. I mean, full of tomatoes. Thanks, Lori. Thanks to Vineyard Chicks. Homestead, hello. And they say, hey, everyone. At Crazy Family Homestead, if you ain't killing plants, you ain't learning, but the plants hate you round school. I can hear them screaming from here, says Homestead Aquarius. AFK listening, bit, have to get the girls ready for bed. Okay, and then she puts laugh out loud, Robert. How are you doing, Swarm said. She says, hello, Boone. Cosmic Cultivator says, okay, we're back. Dinner was steak with fresh corn, potatoes, carrots from the garden. It was delicious. Oh, it sounds yummy. I'm back. So we got Mr. and Mrs. Cosmic Cultivators here. I think I'm caught up. Who wants the channel links posted that I have missed? Just post them all, Paul. Everyone, great welcome back to Paul, Honeyman, who had a mix of medications from his doctors, you know, and was literally unconscious for a weekend. I mean, how scary is that? So scary. I am envious of your tomato harvest, this Crazy Family Homestead. Please don't be. Oh, my Lord. And you know what I did? I think it was Abby wrote me and said, how many plants did you plant? And I wrote 35. 35 I wrote. And Jimmy's like, did you write back 35? I said, yeah, why? He goes, you don't have 35 tomato plants, Mel. I'm like, yeah, I do. And he's like, no, you don't. You have 135. I'm like, oh, shoot. Yes, I do. So I had to go in and put a 1 in front of it. Absolutely 135 tomato plants inside the beds in the brand new garden, which I thought was going to fail me, something fierce. And it did not at all. And then on the side, because I thought from the storms wrecking havoc on my tomato plants, that I would do a backup, peppers and tomatoes, and that's over there. And I just harvested some banana peppers. So I did 1 jar of banana peppers so far, because I'm like peppered out from the fumes of, this is what happened, I'll tell you very quickly. Fajita peppers, I'm growing them. So I took a nibble yesterday morning as I was getting ready to get started on doing cowboy candy. And I took a little nibble and I was like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. My roommate's like, what are you oh my God for? You're, oh my God, what's the matter? And I was like, that's hot. He was like, what's hot? I was like, the fajita pepper. I thought it was hot. So he's like, oh, it's probably not hot. Jimmy took a bite and he goes, yeah, it's hot. So that kind of started it. And then I was dealing with jalapenos to can to make the cowboy candy, which for the new people that came on, this is how dark it is if you leave it go for 10 minutes longer than what the recipe calls for. And it does suck up a lot of your jalapenos, but it's a lot thicker. And then this is if you follow exactly the 10 minutes. So I did that with Chris's help yesterday. But I did 2 half pints of the fajita peppers. And this was, I went out to the garden because I thought, wow, that looks so pretty. Let me go see if there's any more red ones out there. And there wasn't. They're all green. So I'm like, I needed enough to fill my jar. Because I just had spare peppers lying around. So a little bit of water bath canning this weekend. And, you know, all that fun stuff. Let's see. Okay, but I am agreeing with MB. Mel, I have been buying pickled okra 2 jars a week. Girl, I know. I don't know. It's so weird for the pickle challenge, the pickled okra challenge. If you miss it, it all started over me talking about the can and how disgustingly gross that is with the snot. I can't do it. I was gagging. Which Indiana Backyard Gardener, who's a troublemaker. Nah, I love her to pieces. We just suddenly decided with Voon, decided to turn it into an okra challenge, pickled. Indiana Backyard Gardener was a big help with the title, and you know, texted me like, your link's not right, and whatever, you know, because my phone was a piece of poop at the time. And I did it warm. Barn Backyard Chicken had sent me 2 jars of hot, and I think she sent me the 3rd jar of regular, and that was like the worst jar. When I opened it warm, I was like, ugh, it smells terrible. But isn't that just my luck? I'm always like, you get 1 and 2 parts videos out of me sometimes, because if it's humid and hot, it shuts it down. And I ate 4, and then, which the hot weren't hot, and then I ate another 4 because I figured if I restarted, oh, actually we had an Amber Alert. That's what that was. And it definitely killed my video. So I ate another 4. And then one night on live, I was just like, man, I'm hungry. I actually have some in the fridge. The juice, the brine is so good. I'm just drinking it and was eating it. And they were like, yes, you like it. So I do kind of like it. I just keep missing when I'm picking my okra. It's like this big and the next day it's this big. Like last Sunday when I showed the 2 that I picked, Boone's like, yeah, they're a little big. So I don't know. I think they're pretty good pickled. I just don't know if I'll be able to make pickled okra. So, but it was fun. You're all still welcome to do it. And there's Abby's Life on the Farm, who I told I only did 30, what did I tell her? 35 tomato plants. And here I forgot to put the one in front for 135 tomato plants. So yes, a ton of tomatoes, but there's a reason behind that. I'm going to do the video on it. And then my other video is going to be on the good, the bad, and the ugly, with having a brand new garden that I built out there. But in all retrospect, I mean, I worried God awful and everything was fine. Let me show you this that I could not wait for. Jay got it for me. It came in a week ago, but I couldn't even find it because it's the table. Here, I'll show you this first. Which is, by the way, I think it was Saturday when I posted about I'm harvesting shishito peppers and I need ideas on what to do with them. Bam, I got me a full bowl. I said that in the video, like I hope I get a full bowl. Oh yes, I did. So Mama over here has to do these peppers still too. And then I have to do all these cucumbers, which that's going to be a video that I'm so sorry is definitely in 2 parts. I did the whole canning video on bread and butter pickles, first time I ever made them, and then it dies. So I only turned back on my phone to be like, I'm so sorry, but this is what the product of bread and butter pickles look like. Sorry about that. My battery died. Yeah, that's all that is. So make sure you watch both for me. I'm really sorry that that happened. So yeah, Mel, I've been buying pickled okra. But I am green with envy. We have not had tofu, cosmic cultivators. Melody, that shirt is nice. Wifey wants it. It's one of those, well, I'm just wearing like a workout. This is one of those, I did have on like workout pants, but this girl over here wants to be comfortable. So I have white sweatpants on, but this is one of those just workout shirts, you know. I threw it on because, like I said, I jumped out of the shower in a towel to see if my roommate had fell. And my friend Jay was pulling up. Oh, I put my rubber band in too tight. And I really did. I kept hearing banging, and I'm like, oh my gosh, you can't even take a shower in peace. So I just threw this on. Where did I get it at? I'm trying to think. I usually get all my workout pants from like Victoria's Secret or TJ Maxx. I've been finding like some funky colors on TJ Maxx for like on their clearance rack. This might have been from Target a couple years ago. Honestly. But I'm like that type of person where, you know, because I'm like go, go, go. But I like workout pants and sports bras and, you know, because I feel like if you don't really feel like getting all dressed up or whatever, you can look sporty and cute. Just throw on some workout gear. You know, I mean, I'm working out all the time when I'm in that garden, so I can get away with wearing it. So needless to say, I think I got it at Target. Let's see. And then I'll show you what was in the box. Well, that's a good thing. Let me see. Cosmic Cultivator says, well, that's a good thing. Vineyard Chicks. Oh, those look yummy, Miss Melody. Which ones? The cucumbers or the shishito peppers? So, yeah, I posted the video. Go over and watch. And I said, I really hope I get a full bowl. And I did. So, I have all these. And I need to do something with them all. I don't know whether to vinegar them or... you know what, so I did wash them, but now I have to look them over and make sure there's like not a blemish or anything like that in there. Shishito peppers are so interesting. They're very like weird and funky. Look at it. Look at the indentation because the stick it was on. And then it's all, oh, wait, I think that one's mixed in. Hello, Samsonite, let me say. And then they just get all like wrinkly. Very cute. You would think like these would be so hot, but they're not. I already ate one. But the fajita peppers that I'm growing for taco night or fajitas, Look at this hair. Remember my bangs used to be the same length as my back hair? This is how long they finally grow, these little suckers. Finally growing in. It's been taking forever, and my back always grows real fast. My hair's on my nerves tonight. Eat them the way that makes you happy, Melody. I'm not sure. I'm really not sure, because I think they're going to need something to, I don't know, to jack them up just a little bit. But anywho, let's move on to this. The Jay got me, and I'll tell you why. I'm going to show you. You'll see the video that comes out of what I harvested. But I also got this. I got a real big one, but I think this is more appropriate size jar. So we'll see. There's the jar that I got at TJ Maxx. And then Jay got me this, which thank God it came in. So I got to get busy tomorrow, folks. But looky, looky. I got a pickle packer. I'm so excited. And it's a really good wood. It's a good one. This is, my name is, wait, what is that? Veggie Nico. I am a muggler. I have the perfect height. I'm easy to handle, strong, very useful, and I would really appreciate your feedback. Oh, that's interesting. That was kind of cute. So yeah, the one side's flat. So I harvested green cabbage and my ruby red perfection, but it's red acre cabbage. And I think I'm going to try my hand at fermenting for the first time. My only dilemma is, I know to open it up to burp it once a day is weighting it. I don't know what I'm going to possibly be able to fit in here, you know, depending on how far I get with the cabbage in order to weight it. So that's a whole new avenue for me. So I can't wait to bring you along for that. But I always thought like the pokey side was on the big end and it's not as smooth. But that was very, very nice, Jay, to get that off of Amazon for me. Pickle packer. Can't wait to use it. So yeah. Great. We have to eat now. Good night, everyone. Good night, Vineyard Chicks. Thank you for coming in. Have a great week ahead, they said. You girls are amazing. Have an amazing week. Love yous bunches. I did watch your fermentation video, and it kind of gave me the inspiration to make some, I don't know if I would want to do kraut out of the red cabbage, some of it, or if I want to just make that as a fermented cabbage and eat it on the side, because I love hummus. You're going to be seeing that recipe coming up. Keep it PG, Melody. Why? What did I say? Laugh out loud, Melody. I nearly forgot. Did you see what I said about today's video? Laugh out loud. No, I don't think I did, actually. Laugh out, Melody. I nearly... Why did that just skip? That's so weird. Melody, that's... Okay, now I'm up to speed. Let's see. Check out Homestead. Oh, those look yummy. Miss Melody. Laugh out loud, Melody. I nearly forgot. Did you see it? No, I didn't. Indiana Backyard Gardener. Smiling emoji, I guess. Hello, all. This is Abby Life on the Farm. Yeah, Abby's Life. Thank you, Paul. Yeah, Homestead. I watched quite a few of your videos. But if I watched it through the console, I can't leave a comment. Eat them. Okay, I saw that. And Paul's saying keep it PG, Melody. Why? What did I say? Those look great. Thank you. We have to eat now. I saw that. Good night, girls. Love you to pieces. You said good wood. Ow! Good wood. Leave it to him. You know what, buddy? His sense of humor is back. He had a rough time, you know, with medication and being passed out. He could have died. So that's okay. I think it is good wood. There's the name. I don't know if you could see it. But it's E-G... Wait. That's wrong. I think it's V. It's V-E-G-A-N-I-C-O is the brand. I know it'll be backwards to you guys. But needless to say, there we go. It's a little bit of the markings on the wood. It's just really, I don't know, feels good. Nothing like nice, smooth wood. You know what I mean? It's good quality. But anyway, so yeah. Now I can use it for all kinds of stuff. So I'm going to get into fermenting, and I have a funny feeling about what I just did. Paul's going to find something else to say. But he's back. He's back with his sense of humor. Gotta love him. Oh, no. Paul said that his comment was, I said them peppers will give you the shits. To even have shit in the name. Laugh out loud. Paul apparently left a lovely comment under my video on the shishito peppers and said they will give you the shits. Is that not something else? I'm telling you, he's such a clown. And it's only going to get worse from here on out. I can tell you that right now. Why? Because Jay's in here. And Jay said Jay always brings the good wood. Jay brings the good wood. And Jay is the one that bought me the pickle packer. So, yep, it's a good piece of wood. I love it. So, apparently she needs some attention. Oh my gosh. You guys, don't start. You'll get me really on a roll. Gina said to go check out her stripper video. Oh, Lord, Gina, what did you do? Why were you in a stripper? Okay, I'll have to check that out after the fact. I don't know, Paul. She says she has nice wood. Y'all are a mess. You should be happy I'm trying to get into fermenting. I don't know. These are all bad. I'm just kidding. That's funny. And then Jay jumps in. Jay and Paul would get along very well, believe me when I tell you. With his comment, Jay always brings the good wood. So there is Jay, and thank you, Jay, for the pickle packer. Maybe I could find some other things to do with this. Pounder. Wow. It literally says there's a pounder on the back of the box, and then it says /tamperer. 12 by 2.5 by 2, and it says new. Warning, choking hazard, not for children under 3 years old. How do you choke on a pickle packer? I'm not even going to go there. Just not even going to go there. I think I might need attention too. Cosmic cultivators. I don't know, Paul. Let me see. So much I'm not saying. I knew it! Homestead Aquarius, when did you ever not open your mouth? I don't know. I don't know. There's a lot I know. Yeah, that just sounds so funny. I know. Ay, ay, ay. That fell out. Okay, I'm leaving that one alone. You, of all people, Paul, are leaving that alone? Whoa. You must still not be feeling good, my friend. And let's go with the next thing I want to show y'all. You ready? Besides all the peppers I have to deal with, and I have to do a major harvest out of my peppers, and then I have to make more bread and butter pickles, which I'm good with that because I really don't like dill pickles too much, and I'm using, well, you'll see in the video. So yeah, let me show you on top of like gazillion tomatoes. Here we go. I don't know. I think the garden angels are with me. Can you see? That is, I'm trying, a full stainless steel pot of zucchini and a full basket full of zucchini. Like, yeah, I need some help. I need some help. And then I went and ripped all the plants out and planted new fresh plants for fall. So yeah, I got my hands busy, but that might be pretty good to use my new Onita mandolin. I'm going to use it for my cucumbers for sure. So that's a lot. I mean, let me show you this because I didn't show it. Hold on. You're going to hear probably them all come falling down. Hold on. Let's see if I can get this one out. You know, the one, whoop, yep, no, there they go. Remember the one I was babying? Look at it. It's a beaut. This is that Easy Pick Gold zucchini. So yeah, and it's weird. This time it has like the green striping on it, and right there too. Pretty crazy, but very beautiful. So, and it's a big one. There's lots of big ones in here, let me tell you. I'm knocking them all over. Whoops. Told you I'm dropping them all over. I think the conversation got me nervous. I'm all flustered now. So this is a Cocozella. So there you go. Size of, look at that. It's up past my arm. Like, huge. That's all. That's all I'm going to say. I have been very, very fortunate in the garden this year. I know. And it sounds terrible because I'm complaining like I'm sick of tomatoes, but, you know, it's just these two hands. And I kept saying to Chris last night, like, my hand hurts. Even though I didn't start off with a glove on cutting peppers, my hand was hurting, like, pretty bad. I know my watch is vibrating. I made 5,000 steps today. This is why I'm so skinny. But yeah, so my hand was hurting from cutting up all those peppers. So tomorrow's video is going to be, let me think, I think the full bowl. And then I show you something else within the video. Then I did get a full bowl. That's tomorrow's video. Tuesday's video is me and Jay. Definitely stay tuned for that. Definitely stay tuned for, well, stay tuned for all. And if you're new here and you just sometimes watch the videos, maybe you'd like to join this crazy family and subscribe. But yeah, Tuesday's going to be really different kind of video for this channel. So, and he doesn't care. He's in the video. We actually just did it earlier tonight before dinner. So you'll see that on Tuesday. And the last batch, I think I only did 4 jars of the bread and butter cucumbers, where I then have to come back on and say, I'm very sorry, my phone died, but this is what they look like, you know. So yeah, I've just been a busy bee. I feel like I need a vacation. Let's see, let me go back. Because, you know, a couple people were a little hesitant to say what they wanted to say. I don't know, Paul says she has a nice one. That's where I left off, where Homestead Aquarius said so much I'm not saying. Yeah, that just sounds so funny, says Boone, laugh out loud. Okay, I'm leaving that one alone, and I cannot believe he did that. Say what, Paul? No, says Boone. Boom, boy, you're agitating on that. Look at the way she wrote that. Say what? ... Paul, question mark, question mark, question mark. No. What a bunch of question marks. Too easy. No sport. Goodness, says Boone. Beautiful Cocozella. Thank you, Indiana Backyard Gardener. When Mel said Jay got her something with that box, I was waiting for the batteries. Laugh out loud. Yeah, no, I already have that. Love my mandolin. I just bought that, literally. And I got it for $9.99. I showed that in last week's live. I just haven't used it yet. And now you see all the... Oh, Lord. LP, nice harvest. Well, I know, LP. You want to come over and help? I got lots of work to get done. I got rid of my mandolin. Too many wounds for me. Bah ha ha. Yeah, you got to be super careful, Boone, and use the guard. Indiana Backyard Gardener said, lovely. Homestead Aquarius says, is it just me, or does there seem to be a prolific theme here today? Wow, that's really pretty. Pretty. I knew that's what you meant. It's not just you at Homestead Aquarius. Paul, you're just a bad influence, but you didn't have the kahunas to say whatever you were going to say. Neither did Homestead Aquarius. Bring it, gentlemen. No, I'm just kidding. That's what she said, says Chris, laugh out loud. Paul says, now her hand's hurting because she's been stroking the wood. Oh, Lord, is that what you wanted to say? And Chris puts, at Paul, laugh out loud, Indiana Gardener. Oh, Lord. Okay, on our way to work. Thank you for the entertainment while we work. You are so very welcome. Welcome to having Paul Honeymoon as your moderator, and then your friend Jay. It just always talks like that. I'm kind of used to it. And, yeah, that was funny, though. Boone says, I'm packing pickle at Paul Honeyman. Homestead Aquarius says, have a great night at Cosmic Cultivators. Love you, Cosmic Cultivators. I always talk about them in my videos too. If they watch them to the end, they'll say, Boone says, good night to Cosmic Cultivators. Oh no, Robert, we're listening. We're on our way to work while we listen. We have to clean a parking lot tonight. Ooh, that sounds fun. Homestead Aquarius says, oh, sorry, Cosmic Cultivators. Have a bad night. Anyway, I'm excited about my new wood equipment, you know, so I can pound this out of some cabbage and get into fermenting. Yeah, pretty much, Robert, says Cosmic Cultivators. So, I don't know. It's all in good fun. It's all in good fun, peeps. I don't know. I'm drinking like the worst thing when you're really thirsty. Hope you don't work too hard. Cosmic says Indiana Backyard Gardener. Yes, be safe. Be safe, be safe. Oh yeah, you have to go under, I think it's my tomato haul. Should I be offended or not offended or just, I don't know what that meant exactly. Here you go, Cosmic Cultivators. Left me a comment on Friday, something along the lines of like, you know, great haul. I think that should be enough of your tomato hauls. Or did that just mean like enough posting tomatoes? Like, is everybody sick of all my tomatoes? Because it'd be my pleasure not to post them. I don't know, or maybe I just like kind of read it wrong. But yeah, I mean, I found it funny. I read it back to Chris. I was like, listen to this. I think they're just so sick of seeing my tomatoes is what I said to Chris. On a comment Cosmic Cultivators wrote on my tomato haul, which of course was huge. Donna, hello. Hi, kiddos. Donna's in the house. Donna, you just missed a lot, girl. So yeah, I didn't know how to take that comment. I was like, I think like Cosmic Cultivators are sick and tired of seeing like all my tomato hauls. But it's just the way it was said. It was just really, really funny. So, I don't know. There we go. Let me see what time it is. Ah, Garden State Gardener's done. Sifting some soil 55. Holy canoodles. Mama Judith is in the house. Hello, Judith and Dan Davis. How are you, Mama? We're talking about the pickle packer that I got, and some of the boys in here are being a little fresh, Mama. You might have to tell them. Everyone say hello to Judith Davis, who I call Mama Judith. We're super duper close. And then Sifting Some Soil 55 is in the house. Donna just got in the house. Sorry, I was copying Robert. Okay. Cosmic Cultivator says we have to change 6 trash barrels and sweep up after people who don't know how to recycle face diaper. Ugh, it's disgusting. Boone said hello at Donna, Jake Griggs, at Judith and Dan Davis. Chris says, do you use the head lantern as well with the pickle packer? That would be fun. A headlamp with the pickle packer? I don't know. Maybe I'll do a weird kind of video. Homestead Aquarius says, quit looking at my answers, Boone. Keep your eyes on your own tests. Chris says, hello, Judith. Hope you are doing well. I was at Joe's. I know, Donna. I said hello to you because I did try to stay in there until 7:55 before I had to go live. Boone says, I will try. Judith says, okay, hello to everyone. Hope everyone is well. I hope you're well. Are you good? You got water going on down there from the storm, or are you okay, Mama? Beam me out, Mr. Scotty. Hello, happy Sunday. You're missing all the fun. You might have to go back and rewatch all this goofiness. Yay. You know, I got a pickle packer, so, you know, I got good wood. Yeah, that's been the ongoing joke. But everyone say hello to Beam me out, Mr. Scott. Hello, Big Leg, Let's Dig It Homestead, and everyone. Happy Sunday. Proud Mom 1966 says, hello at Judith and Dan Davis. Proud Mom, do you hear all this going on? No, we're a fun bunch, aren't we? You gotta have a sense of humor. Oh, let's see. Hi, Chris. Hi, Boone. Judith, you better talk to Melody about that packer. They're talking about my pickle packer, Mama. Jay bought me a pickle packer. And I just said it's good quality wood. And now, you know, the boys are being fresh. So anyway, she said she's okay. Good, I'm glad. I'm back. They conned me into 2 bedtime stories. Ah. Let me see. Amy had to read 2 bedtime stories. Email Mr. Scott says, laugh out loud. Yep, you missed some. Welcome to Paul Honeyman being back, and you put Robert together with my friend Jay, and it is just very interesting, especially if you get a pickle packer. Scott, love what you did on that song. Amen to that. Welcome back, Craze Family Homestead. Chris, what packer? Laugh out loud, she put. Mama, you like my packer? My pickle packer. Boone Chili, hi, honey, says Donna. I don't think I need to touch that, Chris. Laugh out loud. Oh, she's something else, too. Hello, Farm and Havoc. How are you? That looks like a weapon. It could be, right? Thank you. That's a good idea. Oh, getting lippy with me, will you now? Oh no, Paul's writing something out. Good night, everyone. See you all again next week. Not well enough for a marathon yet, Melody. Laugh out loud. Enjoy stroking your wood, girl. Paul, you are so lucky that I just love you. I'm glad you're alive. Honest to God. And for the newbies that are just coming in, Paul Honeyman was on medication from the doctor, and it was like an overdose, and he was unconscious in his apartment for a whole weekend till he woke up on a Monday, and he is alive. He's just getting back into the swing of things. This is his first live, so I'm so happy to have him, even with his freshy little jokes, you know. But yeah, so, you know, we'll still have Robert, and we'll still have Bones. That's okay. We're going to have him still rest because he's actually very fortunate to still be alive. You know what I mean? He was out of the game for a few weeks, so, and he came out swinging about my picklebacker and some other things, so he still has a sense of humor. So, love you, Paul Honeyman, and I will see you next Sunday, my friend, and rest up, get better, lots of prayers, and we'll see you next Sunday. Let's see. Chris said laugh out loud to... Okay, so Paul said, good night, everyone. See you all again next week. Not well enough for a marathon yet. Melody, laugh out loud. Enjoy stroking your wood, girl. Okay. Chris says, at Judith, laugh out loud. Oh, that just flew. And then the peace fingers and a heart to Paul from Cosmic Cultivators. Hello, Boone, says Farm and Havoc. Donna J. Griggs says, I love your picklebacker. Me too, right? Now I know I could use it for a weapon for these freshies. Hello at Farm and Havoc, says Boone. Hey at Farm and Havoc, it could wreck something for sure. Hello at Boone, thanks, says BB out Mr. Scott. Good night at Paul Honeyman, have a great week. Amen to that. Donna's putting 3 laughing emojis. Good night, Paul, says Indiana Backyard Gardener. It's Adrian, right? Not Adriana. I don't know why I keep wanting to call you Adriana. So that's why I just don't ever say your name. Okay, obviously from the farm, just listening here. Sorry, can't type. That's all good, girl. Proud Mom says, how are the stores doing around all of you? Any shortages? The only thing I'm really having trouble finding is bread flour. That I will say is definitely bread flour. I need it. I need like a 50-pound bag for all fall and winter, and I'm not having any luck. And I don't want to pay an arm and a leg online, so I have noticed that. But I don't know if anybody else is. Proud Mom 1966 said, how are the stores doing around all of you? Question mark, any shortages? Donna J. Greg says, good night, Paul. No shortage here, says Indiana Backyard Gardener. You're the one talking about nice wood, Melody. I know. Because it is a nice wood. I was excited. I want to beat the cabbage and do my first fermenting. I'm so excited to be able to bring these along. Adrian, okay, like Rocky. Adrian, okay, I got it. Sifting some soil 55 says no shortages here. Which you literally just did it, obviously from the farm. That is true. Homestead Aquarius, I was thinking to get one for my wife, but I think it's a bad idea. Laugh out loud, says Farm and Havoc. So no shortages. She won't need any help packing anything with that for sure, says Robert. Boone, hello Indiana, Backyard Gardener, says Farm and Havoc. Hey, sifting some soil. Beam me out, Mr. Scott says, I've been having problems finding coffee creamer, and the big value packs of bottled water are gone. The big bottles of... Really? Are they really? I've never seen a pickle packer. Well, Donna, yeah, you did now. Brand new out of the box. I opened it for y'all. This is the small one with the things so you can get the cabbage to draw out its own juices, and then you have the bigger side. Like, you could get this inside of a quart-sized jar to beat down some pickles or string beans. So lots of uses for this pickle packer. I'm still on the problem finding coffee creamer. You mean like the non-dairy coffee creamer? And the big value packs of bottled water are gone. What state are you in? Beam me up, Mr. Scott. Hello at Homestead Aquarius, Indiana Backyard Gardeners is sifting some soil 55, which is Mona. Hello all cooking and listening. Yeah, here in Pennsylvania, bread flour is like a very big thing here that I cannot find and need really, really bad. I've noticed the price hikes for sure. Both non-dairy powdered kind and half and half. Huh, I don't know. I can get half and half here, but I usually can't find the big half and half. And I have plans for that half and half, so I don't know. Usually Jay can find things if I send him on like a little witch hunt. But I need like the half a gallon size, I think it is, of the half and half for a video for the channel. I can't tell you all what it is. I didn't even mention it to Jay because I forgot about it today. We were too busy doing something else. It's going to be a fun and different type of video on Tuesday, so stay tuned for that video. I'm in Denver. Beam me out, Mr. Scott. Scott is in Denver. So I've seen some price hikes definitely in the meat. And that's why I want to get comfortable with pressure canning. Because I know you can pressure can meat, and you know. Just wanted to say hello, but going to sign off. Hope everyone has a great weekend. Stay safe. Say your prayers. I will, Mama. And tell Danny that the cowboy candy is ready. And lots of shishito peppers. I love you, Mama. I'll call you tomorrow, or you call me. I saw John's Willow Grows, John at Willow Grows. Let me speak English. I saw his sunflower video, and I'm like, huh, that's interesting. Because when mine first started, it was 12 foot. We remeasured it as 14, so I got them beat. So I think I'm going to do a video on that, just to mess with them a little bit. Not really to mess with them, but, you know, just to say, like, hey, my sunflower is bigger. The head just dropped, so 14. Can you believe that? What a display the sunflowers have been putting on this year, and just amazing. And Robert from Homestead Aquarius. My sunflower heads count for food, right? Because I make sunflower seeds. So I'm not going to be stingy about it, though. I have like 3 big heads for sunflower seeds only, edible. And then I'm just like, the birds can have the rest. They deserve to eat too. You can use your fingers easy enough, but a big piece of good wood is normally preferred, I think. Oh, lordy, lordy, where'd we go? Oh, look at that. Beam me out, Mr. Scott says, half and half is my secret ingredient to the best mashed potatoes in the world. I'll be the judge of that. Send me some of your mashed potatoes, because this Irish girl over here loves mashed potatoes. I love any type of potato, fried, baked. I don't care what you do to it. But I make a mean batch of mashed potatoes. I don't know. We might, or should we, do a cook-off on who makes better mashed potatoes. Beam me out, Mr. Scott. That sounds like a good idea. Half and half is my secret ingredient to the best mashed potatoes in the world. I'm not going to tell you my secret ingredients. Oh my God, Robert, laughing my effing ass off. I know. I don't know if I really... You can use your fingers easy enough, but a big piece of good wood is normally preferred, I think, says him. Okay. Now I see why. They're like, oh my God, Robert. I think I read it and didn't really get it at first. Like, I think I had like a blonde moment. Oh my goodness. Oh my God, Robert says Homestead. Cosmic Cultivators. Homestead Aquarius is cool. No, they did. You see John's Mankini? I did see that. Oh Lord, I did laugh. I was like, now that's funny. First I thought he put it over top of jeans, and I realized he put it over top of shorts. Melody, did you see John's Mankini? I did. It was crazy. Amy says, hey love, gotta run. We have school early tomorrow. Okay, I know some of the kiddies are going back early. Well, actually, you're homeschooling, right, Aim? Yeah, and about sending that out, did you get the address? Because that would be really awesome. But love you to pieces. Tell the kitties I said have a great first day tomorrow. Beam me up, Mr. Scott says just replace milk with half and half. You'll find out. Mr. Scott, how do you not know that I don't do that? What about heavy whipping cream? Bam! It's amazing. I've done it. It's really, really good. Let me say. Swing a net to keep bugs off of plants. Teresa Shands. Hello, Teresa. She comes in swinging with a sewing a net to keep... Oh. Speaking of which, okay. So Teresa says she's sewing a net to keep bugs off plants. You know what I need? I need a net that isn't going to get a bird stuck, but enough to keep the birds away from the blueberries. You know? Definitely going to need that. Mashed potatoes, I think she meant to say, are the bomb with half and half and real butter. Amen, Donna. Amen. I am so Irish that I could legitimately eat potatoes every single day. I love them. Do I can watch but no comment much. So I can watch but not comment much. That's okay. Keep sewing away. Says Teresa. Yes, we homeschool, but tomorrow they go to co-op. Different classes all day. They love it. I will sleep good tomorrow night. Oh, I'm sure you will. Bye, Amy. Crazed Family Farm. All right. Yeah, Crazed Family Homestead, not farm. I'm so sorry. Love you, girl. Missed you. And, yeah, have a great, fantastic day tomorrow with the kiddos. Donna says, I used the heavy whipping cream on my mashed potatoes only at the holidays. Donna, you sure we're not related? I don't know. I love doing that at the holidays. Everything's just got to be richer and more creamier. Indiana Becker Gardner says, same, Irish, and love potatoes. I know. I'm going to do it for my... I'm going to tell you this, and then I'll do it for my channel. My friend went to Ireland, and I literally was like, oh, how is the food? What's the best thing that you ate there? And he goes on and starts talking, and he says, believe it or not, I had these potatoes one night. He said, I'm telling you, Melody, because he knows I'm like a foodie. And he says, I'm telling you, Melody. He says, I don't cook that much. He said, but it seemed like they peeled them. They peeled the potato and like just kept the potato whole and kept frying it. Maybe in like... I kid you not, that as soon as he left, I made it. And oh my goodness. Oh my goodness is all I can say. Stay tuned for that video. Because I am going to do a straight from Ireland. I guess I'll call it a fried potato. But it's not fried the way that you think it is. But let me just say it's like 2 different textures. It's just literally amazing that I ate 4 pretty big potatoes. So good. Same Irish and love potatoes. Okay, sorry, cooking dinner also. Irish girl here too. I knew it. I knew it. Me, Donna, Adrienne. We Irish girls get it when it comes to potatoes. So, yeah, I'm going to do that recipe. But that's the only thing that he said that he really found to be so unique and so good. I was like, wow, really? Like, not the soda bread? And he said, I'm telling you, you just have to have these potatoes. So when he left, I was like wrecking my brain. And I'm that person where I go to a restaurant and order something. It could be 5-star, it could be whatever. Like when Calabricella's used to be open and I used to actually eat in there. They used to do like this crab meat pasta dish, and I went home and made that and haven't stopped making it since, except mine is actually better than Calabricella's, the restaurant. Oh, beam me up, Mr. Scott is Irish too. A lot of Irish in the house. Yay, yay. So yeah, I am going to, just hang tight. I know it's a lot of gardening videos and stuff, and it's been really hard for me to do baked things besides my... what was it? What's the last thing? Well, I did do the tomatoes, the cherry tomatoes, and I did something else with some Roma tomatoes. That will be coming out. But I did my double blueberry moist muffins. That's the last, big thing. But then, we're all going to be in. Especially it was so god awful hot here, you couldn't even turn the oven on. I mean, too hot to the point where I don't eat it often, but we went to the farm market and I got lunch meat. I got peppered ham. That was it. And I was eating marble rye bread because I couldn't find pumpernickel with Hellmann's mayonnaise, 1 piece of American cheese, some peppered ham, shredded. It has to be shredded. I can't eat thick lunch meat. I'll gag. And with a big fat slice of a tomato on it with a little salt and pepper, like kosher salt and pepper. Oh my Lord. Every day I've been eating a sandwich. So I don't know what's happened to my appetite, but I'm like hungry all the time. So that's like a total plus. Teresa says Italian and love potatoes. Well, Teresa, my children are half Irish and half Italian because I'm Irish and their dad's Italian. So, you know, some people are like, wow, you're Italian food. You think that, you know, you're some Italian lady. And I'm like, I just think maybe I was like in a different life where I was completely like some Italian mama. Petway family, Farmstead, hello, good evening all. Happy Sunday. So yeah, we're just talking about food and all that goodness. So yeah, definitely lots still going on. I'm trying not to let it overwhelm me. And another big shout out to Chris, who really stepped up and was helping me out a lot yesterday with the canning. I tricked Jay yesterday because, you know, he's got a mouth on him sometimes and, you know, we're BFFs. And he came over and I was like, here, you want to try my pepper? He was like, yeah. And just picked it up and ate it and was like, it's hot. I don't like hot things. And I'm thinking to myself, I didn't say it out loud, but I know he's on here listening. I'm thinking, well, that ought to shut him up for about 5 minutes. But he did try a piece of the fajita pepper. So sorry, Jay. Still love you. Boone says, I have had a bit today, and that you guys making me hungry. Oh, I'm eating like, I'm not eating breakfast and lunch, just hear me out. I'm eating like a 3:30, and then I eat a full meal later. So that's 2 meals for me, but I literally went through that peppered ham in less than like 3 days. I had a sandwich every day for like 4 days, I think it was, and it was good. And here's my goofy friend on here saying, maybe you're pregnant. Is he not nuts? Listen, this oven is closed, okay? So, no, he's not. You should have posted your sandwiches in my... Oh, shoot dang. Oh, I can. I actually can because I think I bought some honey ham, shredded, and I bought this turkey. I think it was honey turkey. I told them I wanted a half a pound of the honey turkey, and they only gave me a quarter. So I will do that because I finally just found some pumpernickel. I got the last loaf, actually. Like, who knew that Amazon can, if you're a Prime, they will deliver you pumpernickel bread to your house within 2 hours for like $3. But I didn't get it there. I got it at Loose Farm Market, which is like up the street. It's up on 13, off 13, I should say. No, it's on 13. And they have lunch meat and all there too. So I did get the last loaf of pumpernickel bread because I called and asked them if it was in. They said, yep, we got one. You want me to put your name on it? I said, yes. So isn't that weird just to make a lunch meat sandwich for your sandwich collab? Pathway Family Farm. It says, Advoon Chili. Wash hands, wash hands. Farm and Havoc. Hello, Petway Family Farm Stand. I know, I always mess up the end. What was her name? So yeah, I've been eating a lot. And it's weird because it's hot. You know, when it's hot, you don't want to eat. But, I mean, since like 2 weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks ago, actually I get so moody. Like last night, I was like, where did my roommate and Chris get off to? I'm so hungry. If they don't get here with the food, I'm going to be like a total like witch. And that's like something I'm not familiar with. And Jay even said that's usually how normal people are when they're hungry. But, you know, I guess I wasn't normal because I wasn't eating a lot of food. And now I'm just hungry all the time. So I'm trying. I have not got on the scale though. And I do want to see if I at least made it to 110. Hi, Farm and Havoc. Good to see you. It's National Sandwich Month. All sandwiches count. Okay, well then I'm going to just do what I was doing. Except this time it'll probably be like honey turkey or honey ham. instead of peppered ham. And I will definitely put a big old thick slice of a tomato on there. Oh my gosh, it's to die for. And the bread's so fresh. Love it. All right, I'll do it. I will. What do I have to do? I guess I got to go over your channel and rewatch the thing. Just hashtag it. So yeah, lots of stuff going on this week. I have, like I said, I am going to make some more. Because remember I said I made bread and butter pickles. And then my battery died. I thank God at least was at the end. The only thing is you didn't see the jar. So I turned it back on so you can at least see the jar done. The shishito pepper video. Did I get a full bowl of peppers? I did. I'm looking for like a pepper jelly jam that's spicy. Excuse me, spicy, but not that spicy. I feel like I'm going to get the hiccups now. It's weird. So, just lots of good stuff coming up. I'll tell you. Lots of good stuff. But I do say to myself all the time when I'm trying to give away tomatoes, like, how many jars of sauce can a person make? I'm trying to come up with so many different ideas for tomatoes. It's like ridiculous. All sandwiches count. Good job. Thank you. Indiana Backyard Gardener. Cosmic Cultivator says, you look amazing, Melody. Wifey got into a pair of pants that she hasn't worn in 10 years today. We're both losing tons of weight with the garden. You know what? It's so true. Congratulations, guys. Like, I just love you to pieces. I think you're beautiful no matter what. Just because I'm like thin as a rail, I'm beautiful too. I just have a hard time gaining weight. You know, I love everyone, thin, small, big. I don't care, you know. Beauty is, I think, just skin deep. But having a garden is such a workout. It really is a workout. And you know what's surprising? I usually get so grossed out in the heat. And I'm just like, ugh, man, I just can't eat it. It's just horrible. But, you know, when you can't be out there, because I don't sweat. And I was literally sweating. I mean, I was only out there for like 4 minutes. It was like bucketfuls of sweat. I was like, man, I'm better off in the air. Let me make a sandwich or, you know. So I might not be doing breakfast and exactly lunch at like 12 o'clock, but I am eating lunch at 3 and then I'm eating a dinner. So I like to eat something later at night. I'll also have like a bowl of cereal. So technically I'm eating 3 things a day. But thank you for saying I look amazing. And you guys look great. I'm so proud. Aw, she must be tickled. She got into a pair of pants that she hasn't worn in 10 years today. We're both losing tons of weight in the garden. I don't do it. It's such a workout. And it's so awesome. Congratulations. You know I love your channel. At Indiana Backyard Gardener, I wish every month was National Sandwich Month. You have a collab going on. Question mark, says Petway Family Farmstead. Farmstead. Did you see what I just said? I say farm stand. That's the big goof that I do with that. I'm so sorry. So yeah, I think I'm going to do the sandwich, Adrian. Whenever I make tomorrow, I'll post it. Does anybody need their link shared or anything like that? Because that's how we do it over here. That's how we show love back. And I went into Daz. I finally caught one of Daz's lives. Well, I caught one after the fact. I think his first one. And I caught his live the other morning, which was interesting. He always compliments me and says, you cease to amaze me. Like, it's just such poignant words. And then he talked about me on his live that I harvested this big watermelon. How about that watermelon? That was pretty cool. There's more out there. But stay tuned for my epic fail for this week. That video is coming out. I think the pickles are coming out, the shishito peppers, and, well, it's my channel, but mine and Jay's video will be out on Tuesday, which is very interesting, I think, and different for my channel. So we did that earlier tonight. That will be out on Tuesday, and I just have lots of videos. Lots of videos. I have lots to do. I'm kind of glad, you know, because changes happen like every day in a garden, so I was like, if it was happening, make a video. Make a video. I mean, I have like multiple videos for Shed Wars. I have one on Blossom End Rot I still have to post. I have one on why do your pepper leaves, or why are they dropping yellow. I did a video on that. So, yeah, just stick with it. I do have videos. It's just I've been so busy. And my tomato plants are higher than the archway that had the ladybug lights. There's tomatoes up there growing, folks. Like, insane. Insane. It's National Sandwich Month, says Homestead Aquarius. And I don't have a woman here to enforce on it. Dang it. Make one and submit it, Homestead Aquarius. Yeah, the heat has definitely helped with the weight loss. It's been brutal for weeks. Finally cooled off. 63 tonight. Wow. Last night it was kind of cool. I was like just in a short sleeve tank because I was doing the cowboy candy. And I was cold. But I do have to say something in advance because I don't know when I'm posting it, but I will get it out there. And I was a little embarrassed, but here you go. You ready? I was literally water bath canning and talking about it, doing something with tomatoes. And I didn't realize till after I did it that, one, I'm in a sports bra and I'm a thin person. But hear me out. If I eat, sometimes my stomach will be like, look, no shame in my game. There's my stomach, but my stomach will look like a little mini Ethiopian. Well, needless to say, I'm in the video, and all you see is like this stomach, and it looks like it's hanging over. I'm like, is that my stomach? Like, no way. And then I was like, wow, I'm in yoga pants and a sports bra. Water bath canning. I probably should have realized that or had stated, do not water bath can in a sports bra with a bare stomach. My gosh. But yeah, I did do that and I was fine, but then I felt a little self-conscious. I mean, that's weird, right? But my stomach will swell after I eat, and I think it's probably, I don't know why. But I looked at the video and I was like, ew, what is up with my stomach? And what is the matter with you? Water bath cannon and a sports bra and some yoga pants. Get some sense. I mean, that's what I said to myself. Plus, what kind of example are you setting for new water bath canners? You know, they could get splashed with that water. It's going to hurt. And, yeah, so my bad on that one. I'm still going to post it. I'll own it. I'll own it that wear a t-shirt. Don't let your stomach be bare. But also, friends, it was 106 degrees here. You're lucky I was even in yoga pants, to be honest with you. Let's see. Let me go back a little bit. Okay. And then Pathway Family Farm Stand says, hey, Robert, Homestead Aquarius. Homestead Aquarius is a cosmic cultivator. That is awesome. Tell me more. And out, Gina. Hold on. And out, Gina, huh? We're going to see more of her now, right? Homestead Aquarius then says, hey, back to you at Petway Family Farmstead. Vandal Land, hello, welcome. All been swimming, just stopped to get something to eat. Yes, sandwiches. I know, right? Talk about food over here. Cosmic Cultivator says, thank you, Boone. We've lost a total of 162 pounds between the two of us and still going strong. That is amazing. Yours are trying to lose. I'm trying to gain. Donna says, do you not sleep? I could not keep up with you. I do actually sleep sometimes. Last night I had a bad night. I was having a lot of anxiety last night. I don't know what was going on last night, but I had some anxiety that was happening. But yeah, I go to sleep and then I get up super early. You know, like when it has the heat advisory here, like where it says air quality, I'm not even supposed to be in that. And I was a couple times and then I felt sick because doctor's orders, I'm not supposed to be in that. But, you know, somebody's got to pick the stuff. That's the way I looked at it. But it was so stinking hot. I mean, to the point where it's god-awful. God-awful. It's like, I was with the hose over top of my head out there. And then I'd be dry in like 3 seconds. I'm like, that's what I was doing so I could keep going in that garden. And then by the time I'm done dinner, I do notice if I eat dinner around 5:30, 6ish, I get tired fast. And then I have to fight to stay awake. Because that's way too early to go to bed because I'm only a 5-hour sleeper. 6-hour max. But I just go from the moment my feet hit the floor. And thank you for coming, Vandal the Land. Yes, you could, Donna. You could keep up with me. At Vandal the Land, it's Guys Month and only a few days left. Get a woman if you ain't got one. For what? It's Guys Month. What is that? Hello at Vandala Land, says Boone. I do, and one is enough for me, says Vandala Land. A Cosmic Cultivators, you just gonna let that one go, huh? Okay, 160 pounds is awesome. Y'all keep it going. So awesome at Cosmic Cultivators. I agree. Haha, Robert. Yes, please make sure to check out her super video. Laughing my fucking ass off. Hoping that's the one that rakes in all the views. Ooh, we'll have to see. At Vandala Land, tell her to make you a sandwich. Do it for me. Jay says anxiety, maybe MSG, or you might be pregnant. What is with Jay with the pregnant and no MSG? Because Chris was over and treated us to Chinese food. No, it was like late last night. I'm all breathing in all the peppers, the oil in the air and everything. I was just like, huh. And then plus the heat I was in all week and busting my butt and then trying to unpack things in here and working on the dining room, dealing with tomatoes, dealing with food, dealing with some things spoiling because I couldn't get it to it fast enough. I think it just hit me like that last night, whether I had company or not. At least, you know, he's pretty supportive that way, Chris is. And no, I'm not pregnant. My gosh. This oven is closed for business. At Cosmic Cultivators, I will check it out. Me too, I'm going to check it out. Curiosity kills the cat, you know. MSG and Chinese food, nope. Place one, no MSG, thank you. And my Chinese food was delicious, so a big shout out to Chris for, he's like, are you hungry? I'm like, I'm starving. He's like, what do you want? I said, you move for Chinese food? He goes, yeah, I think we could do that. So we sat at the table, me, Chris, and my roommate, and had some Chinese food and pigged out, and that was good. And, yeah, so, well, I did, and of course, she said, boom, you're a sandwich at Homestead Aquarius. That was good, Vandala Land. So, yeah, I'm going to enter the sandwich thing for my girl, because I want to show her lots of support and love back, even if it's just an average Joe Blow sandwich. That's why I didn't do it, because I kind of felt uncomfortable, but, hey, if, you know, just a sandwich, just a sandwich. Now, if I did an eggplant parm sandwich on a nice Italian roll, oh, mamma mia, I would definitely post that. When is it over? Isn't it over the end of August? Oh, shoot. So we are coming up on almost a 2-hour marker, 1 hour and 52 minutes, 26 seconds. So we will keep it going for 2 hours. Exactly, because, you know, this mama needs some rest. Well, that's weird. Huh. Oh, I've been seed saving, too. Saturday was a good day, Chris said. Melody, you got to make your roommate a sandwich. That's what he calls it. When he was like, what you doing? I was like, filling my face. He goes, with what? I said, a sandwich. And he goes, you mean a sandwich? And I said, yeah. Actually, Jay came over, and I offered on my half of the sandwich, and he said, nah, I'm good. So I said to Jimmy, I don't think Jay wants that half a sandwich, so you can have it. And then Jay took the half a sandwich and ate it. So I make a mean sandwich. But Chris said Saturdays? Saturdays? Is it the fingers again? Was a good day? Yeah, it was a good day, good night, for sure. Cosmic Cultivator says, laugh out loud. Make sure you do. Wouldn't want to miss it at Homestead Aquarius. Rest is important, says Boone. Jimbo, his name. Yeah, you crack him up. I'm not kidding you. I think he doesn't believe me, and he goes in and he looks at the comments. Like, maybe Jimmy should be out there, like, at a table as a farm stand, or Jimmy this, or Jimmy that. I'm like, I thought maybe you should know each other or whatever, but I know I talk about them. Like, when Jimmy and I did the watermelon, it was so unprofessional, honestly. Like, Jimmy's new at this. Like, okay, I have a sunflower video coming out where we harvest the head and yada yada. And he's like a goof with his dog holding the head like, and his dog's name is Trinity. And he's like, Trin, smell it. It's just the flower. And he's loud. And I'm like, you gotta stop doing that when I'm recording, Jim. You know, or the watermelon. I'm like, what are you doing with the scale? So like a dum-dum, I didn't even think when I put it on there, and it gave me like 2 or 3 errors on the scale, only scale besides the bathroom scale, which is a digital. It didn't dawn on me, like, hello, Melody, for like 20 minutes later. When I cut it in half and I tasted it, I was like, oh, I'm so proud of myself. It turned out great. It's sweet and juicy. Yes, it had seeds. Suddenly, you know, my brain popped in, and I took 1/2 and weighed it at 7 pounds something. It's written down. And then the other half I weighed separately at 6 pounds something and put it together and was like, okay, bingo, 14. Because one was a little, you know, like 6 something, not high enough to round that off to a 7. So 14-pound watermelon. I'm happy with that. I'm proud of myself. And there's other ones out there. And I grew that in the teeniest, tiniest little spot. But did you hear me? I was like, what are you doing in my video now? Because he's like clicking or he's talking to the dog. And I'm like, Jimmy, you got to stop doing that. And he's like, why? And I said, because it's just unprofessional. And people don't really like that. And he goes, well, they don't have to watch. Do that. And I was like, that's rude. And I said, they could just very well unsubscribe. Don't do stuff like that. And don't say something. And he goes, I was only kidding. I'm like, okay. I said, well, you got to keep it a little bit more with your finger out. You know, so it's a little bit hard for me. I'm not in a lot of videos because it's me bent down at the bed or me doing something, and it's 106, 110 degrees here. So, you know, I'm trying. I really am trying. Laugh out loud. Make sure you do. Wouldn't want to miss it at Homestead Aquarius. Okay, I read that. Jimbo, his name. Actually, just earlier today, about a hot sandwich toaster from Walmart. Mama's hot sandwich. Wait, what does that Vandal the Land? That, what is it the one where it puts it in like a triangle, that machine? Because, you know, I'm a kitchen gadget gal for sure. Vandal the Land says, yeah, Jimbo. That's his nickname, but, you know. Says Farm and Havoc. But Vandal the Land says, actually, just earlier today, bought a hot sandwich toaster from Walmart. Mama's hot sandwich. That's funny, actually. But I'm wondering if it's the triangle one. You close the lid. Melody, you should be proud of yourself. Your garden has done absolutely amazing. We hope to be to your self level someday. Oh my gosh, these are insane. Listen, we're all equal. Your gardens are beautiful. We all have our own issues or whatever. I really do appreciate the compliments. I mean, you guys are just so supportive. Here's the deal, though. I don't know. Is it like new gardener's luck? Not as a new gardener, but as a new garden. I mean, I was like scared. You know, I was afraid. I was like, I had so much anxiety. I've already said this. New garden. I put the beds in. Are they level? It's not real soil. Like, I had to get educated. And look at what that garden's done. It's done amazing, beautiful things. I had one hummingbird coming into the yard that I thought was Mom, because she was tiny and petite. And now we had like 2 hummingbirds in the garden, which I know you want the size of the garden. I told Jimmy about it, and he just keeps forgetting. But we'll get the size this way and the size that way, because the whole thing gets counted, even when I put it in the ground. So I keep mentioning it, but it's been so busy, crazy around here. Maybe if Jay pops up on Wednesday, I can get Jay to measure the garden. We'll measure it together. We'll do it length and width, you know, so that, because I know you just want to know how big it is. And it may look smaller on YouTube. I don't really know. I think when I look at it, I think it looks a little compacted, but it's not really like that here. But it is a beautiful garden, and things have been working. Not everything's been perfect. I've dealt with a lot of, you know, problems, but doesn't everybody? But I do think for a brand new garden, freshly built, like Jimmy said, give yourself some credit. I don't know what it is, but I won't do that. He said, you know, you don't give yourself any credit. That used to be a hill. You built that thing And before you knew it, all your harvest was coming in. No wonder why you're sitting here crying. You're overwhelmed. And I'm not ashamed to say that I was crying. Because it's overwhelming. Have you seen all the tomatoes? And I mean, it's just me that's harvesting in the heat and preserving everything. And I'm so sick of hearing like, well, don't plant so many tomatoes. Like, hello, I never plant that many tomatoes. Doesn't anyone listen to me is what I think to myself sometimes. How many times do I have to say, I keep my word? Even if those subscribers are not my subscribers anymore and they ask me to please use the self-sustainable seeds, grow them in the house, you know, grow them in the garden, let us know how they do. If you wonder what I'm doing, I'm trying to pick through the shishitos, what's good and what's bad. That's what I did. And that's why I ended up with so many tomatoes. On the plus side to that, though, is I'm learning a lot between the storms, what works for me, what didn't work for me, what I'm going to do differently. And honestly, if you want a lot of tomatoes, plant 135 tomato plants. There you go. But I think it's so many tomatoes. Like you have to donate. I mean, there's what is it called? The food bank that's up the street here. I said to Jimmy, can you give me a ride? And he said to where? I said to the food bank. I want to drop off tomatoes. He's like, sure, no problem. You know, and I just did what I did with them. That's all I can tell y'all, because that's a lot of tomatoes. But, you know, so stay tuned for that video. I had things that worked for me and things that didn't work for me. But overall, I mean, from spring with the butter crunch lettuce this big, or the cabbages that look like cabbage patches, like, you know, and now green cabbage and red cabbage. I mean, everything is done pretty well, but I just really stunk at the cucumbers this year. I mean, and it was full of bees. Bees were going into flowers. I just don't ever plant Ashley's cucumbers, and I don't think I'll ever plant them again. Some of them, like even my lemon ones, did pretty good. But then they got burned to a crisp because it was so hot here, you know. Just hot. I mean, but I appreciate the compliments. I really do. But we're all on the same level here, all of us. Also, the misuse wants to know if anyone has ever grown white night eggplant and when you should pick it. The white eggplant, is that the question? Because I know I just rambled for a minute. Yes, for an example, that watermelon was incredible. Ours was 1 pound, 5 ounces. We hope to get that good someday. You got skills, girl. Yeah, that's like shocking. And that, I didn't even know the name of it the whole season. That was definitely a sustainable seed. And it said heavy in weight. Remember I kept saying that in my videos? Heavy in weight. Like a good sized watermelon. Heavy in weight, but meant for small areas. And then I find the tag and find out what the watermelon is. It's a sugar baby. I'm like, what? And I kept walking by it like, you know, and my instincts were telling me to pick it the week before. And that one day I was like, that's it, Jim. I'm just picking the watermelon. He's like, you are? I'm like, yeah. But if Jimmy walks back towards the garden and his dog follows, and she's a bigger dog, she'll stomp on some stuff, you know. But yeah, I did clap. I was like, yes. Because I was proud of myself with that watermelon, you know. But not so proud about something else, which is the epic fail. But you will see that. But that's not really my doing. I think that's just the breed of a seed. It's my honest opinion. But I wish I would have put my brains on. Like, and I said to my roommate, and you heard me, I'm like, it keeps going to error, like LLP or something. Like, it's too heavy. It's not meant for that scale. And then I was eating it, and then I was like, man, you know what? Let me just weigh it. Weigh half and weigh the other half. Dumb. Should have thought of that. And Jimmy's like, yeah, why didn't you think of that sooner? I'm like, I don't know, because I'm overwhelmed, okay? I'm trying to keep tabs on everything, you know? So, yeah. But it was delicious, even though it had seeds. I would highly recommend that. But now, the icebox one, I think it's called, is going to be ready to pick. Jay said he was out there on Saturday, well, yesterday, when he asked if he could have some tomatoes. And I said, yeah. And he's like, you got tomatoes to pick? I'm like, mm-hmm. He said, you have a watermelon to pick too? I'm like, uh-huh. Homestead Aquarius says, Melody, you put in a massive effort, even bigger than last year, and it really shows you have done a fantastic, great job. Oh, thank you so much, Robert. I appreciate that. I really did. I mean, I'll be honest. I thought doing like the Shed Wars thing, it's making it harder for me. There's so much, you know, I got to do, and I'm growing so much. And did I grow all that for Shed Wars? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. But I just feel like I was trying. I really like square foot gardening. And I really wanted to put some of the things that I used to try before and just see how it would work in these brand new raised beds with this brand new soil. And to be honest with you, I mean, on some things you can do that, and other things you can, but remarkable. Absolutely remarkable that I, of all people who planted 135 tomato plants, 4 rows in a bed, they're 8x4 by 1 galvanized raised beds. They're so close, and you know what? Knock on wood, I didn't get one tomato hornworm. Not one. And you know, everybody always tells you don't plant things too close. Well, I did, and you know, the storms beat them up a little bit, pushed them even closer together, and I just didn't even think that I was going to get a single solitary tomato, let alone I've definitely over-exceeded on the tomato part big time. But thank you, Robert. He says, be right back, walking the dog now. I got much to learn from you, from your videos. Oh, Donna, that's so sweet. We got 35 tomato plants. It's overwhelming. We are growing white eggplant. Okay, so the white eggplant. Let me explain. This is my first year doing the white eggplant, and watch the top because it's prickly, right? When I picked it smaller, because it's recommended to pick them smaller, it didn't have much flavor, guys and gals. It just didn't. I picked it about that big, not much flavor, and I knew instantly because I'm one for picking normally my eggplants smaller. That was just ridiculous what had happened with my eggplants with my son-in-law. They were enormous eggplants, enormous. Who gets an 8-pound eggplant? Hello? But anyway, I would pick the white eggplant. It's about, I don't know if by doing it by my fingers is a good example, about no bigger than that, because then it tends to kind of either curve on the end or it will turn yellow. So what is that exactly? I don't know. It's hard to explain. When the eggplant is about that big on the white, pick it. Plus, younger the sweeter, at least the majority of the time. Like Black Beauties, Rosa Blancas are a little bit different. Oswald's very different. But Black Beauties, pick them smaller, man. They are so good. But the white eggplant wasn't any good when it was picked real small. That's a fact because I tried it. We might be picking our pumpkins soon. Not sure, though. Oh, that's going to be awesome. Hello, Recyclable Homestead. How are you? Happy Sunday. Peace and love, says Cosmic Cultivators. I'm getting lots of tomatoes. Are you farming havoc? I will be over. Have you posted some videos? You know what's weird? Well, besides, you know, for the late people that came in, I watch people's videos. I watch it through an Xbox. I was calling it an S1, and my son corrected me and said it's a 1S. Does it really matter? I guess it does. And when my dog jumped up at me when I was going in that room in the dark and coffee went into it, oh my Lord. So I don't know how I'm getting another one, but I have to, because it's the only way that I can actually see any videos whatsoever, or watch TV for that matter, or play a DVD. So it's just not working. I mean, it would come on and then turn off, and now it is coming on, but it's very small print. I would rather have more smaller fruits for most veggies, easier to cook with. That's Jason Avers, my friend. Hello, long time. I missed some of your lives. It's been a very busy gardening season. In case you haven't been over here in a while, my walking encyclopedia friend, who I just love and adore, I did rewatch a few of your lives before my machine just broke. So I don't know. I'll figure it out. Because if I hold my phone into it, then I have to wear my glasses all the time and I'm squinting. So I'll figure it out. But yeah, Jason needs to check out, you know, my gardens. Hello at Recyclable Homestead at Jason Avers. We have made 3 gallons of sauce and the tomatoes have just started. Oh boy. I know. I think John at Willow Grove said, oh, a lot of the rest of y'all tomatoes are coming to an end. I'm thinking, what? Phew. I'm waiting for it to slow down. Urban Girl Gardening, hello. Hey, lady. Hey, chat. Happy Sunday. Welcome, welcome. Hello, Recyclable Homestead. This is Farm and Havoc. I'm coming to steal your tomatoes. Feel free. Feel free. Feel free, honestly. Hello, Urban Girl Gardening. This is Farm and Havoc. Hello, Voon Child. Okay, thank you with the eggplant answer. Yeah, I hope that answered it. I just didn't think it was sweet enough when it was little, like the way you would pick a Black Beauty. Black Beauty, you pick them about this big. I'm not kidding you. Trust me when I tell you. They are the best smaller. They're so much more sweeter. They're just delicious. But I have to do, are you ready? An eggplant harvest. I have to do a hot pepper harvest. I have to do a sweet pepper harvest. I have pickles to make. Did get a full bowl of shishito peppers I got to deal with. I still have things I have to deal with, but do feel thankful and blessed that Chris came up on Saturday because, you know, I don't really get help that way. And, you know, he was perfectly fine helping me do some cowboy candy right there. So we have 10 half pints, 4, and let me see, 1 quart of the brine and 4 half quarts. I tend to like screw that up all the time. And then those fajita peppers, I could still smell the spice in the air, so I was like, that's it. They got to get canned. And I did. I just did a simple vinegar brine on that. And I have a lot of banana peppers, but I wanted to do just a quick jar because these were like the real pale yellow with the brighter yellow, and I wanted to do 1 jar. So that's done. But I have all the pickles to do, and I didn't even weigh this batch that I showed everyone else earlier. All the zucchini. It's just insane. So I definitely went over my goal when it comes to the squash zucchini too. So I'll show you this for the new people coming in. That is a full pot, stainless steel pot, full of zucchini right there, and squash, and a whole basket. They are pretty enormous. Let me get down here so I can show you. Amazing Cocozella. Look at the size of it. Okay. And this is that Easy Pick Gold Rush Zucchini. How about this Fat Daddy zucchini? I mean, these were alright this year. I don't know. I call them the pimple squash. I'm not like a huge fan. But there's just tons. Tons. I mean, I got another 8-pounder. Didn't bother to post it. So, you know, I still have all this to deal with. You know, and now I have a water bath canner. You know, water bath canners are very, very big. So, dare I say, I guess if that was a regular pot, I'd have a full pot of cherry tomatoes. So, I have to deal with them. I can't remember, you know, I get absent-minded sometimes, but someone had commented and then said that they had a good recipe on, I think it's something different with the cherry tomatoes. So, I'm going to try that. Plus, I've dehydrated some. And I've preserved some, well, in the freezer, and I've also preserved some in olive oil. I thinned my hot peppers down to just 2 plants. I still have a pound of dried peppers from last year to work through. Oh my gosh, I know it's a lot. Let me see. Good night, Voon. Melody, I have to go. Alarm comes early. Good night, everyone. Have a great night. Yeah, I did say it 2 hours. We'd be heading out. Urban Girl Gardening says, just wanted to say hi. I'm exhausted. Have a great week, everyone. You as well. It's just been exhausting and really, really hot here. So, I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully, it's a little bit cooler so I can get some things done in the garden. Because for the last 2 weeks, between the heat, lightning, and just That's how I know I've talked for too long. Just the heat in general. I mean, when it's hot in the summer. Yeah, I'd rather have that over the snow any day, but it's the humidity that's killing me for sure. But thank you, Urban Girl Gardening, for your comments and stopping on in. I really appreciate that. Farm and Havoc says, good night, Urban Girl Gardening. Jason Avers, those are some real monsters, Mel. I know. My friend, where have you been? You have to check out some of the gardens and the harvest. Like, I'm swimming in 135 tomato plants, and that's not including what I put on the side of the house, because I panicked and was like, well, they're only going to go to waste. I gave some away to the church. I still have tomatoes and peppers in a cups, and went over to make that ground, you know, more nutritious on the fruit side, because I have 2 raspberry bushes over there that are going crazy. I have 2 blueberry bushes, 2 apple trees. This year, I'm looking forward to the elderberry. Amy said she did send it out, just never got to me. And she's going to send me out more. And then I'm planting strawberries. So that's why I thought I'll just put the extra tomatoes and peppers in there to help the soil. And I was picking banana peppers in the dark. Like, I saw them out the corner of my eye the other night. Not last night, maybe 2 nights ago. And Jimmy's like, what are you doing? And I had like my little shirt as a pocket. And I was like, I don't know. I saw banana peppers out the corner of my eye. And I've completely neglected that side over there where those tomatoes and peppers are. So I have to go over there and harvest those things. And what else needs to be harvested? You'll see the video on my Ruby Red Perfection cabbage. I didn't bring us along for the green cabbage. I forget the name of it. Spaghetti squash and butternut squash. That was a herder right there. But just stay tuned. You'll have to see it for yourself. But thank you for the compliment, Jason Evers. Farm and Havoc says, nice job, Melody. Thank you. They are beautiful. They are, aren't they? I just, I can't wait. I have had no time for myself. That I myself, true story, would like to have a zucchini bread. And that's a goal of mine. Maybe since I have some videos, you know, maybe tomorrow I don't have to worry about making a video. But, you know, something always happens in the garden and you're like, oh, let me make a video out of it. Sheesh. So, yeah, tomorrow is going to be, I think, probably on the shishito peppers and the cherry tomatoes. So stay tuned for that. Tuesday is something interesting, totally different video that Jay and I did together. That is involving potatoes. And yeah, busy week. Lots of videos that are, you know, I have the first batch of bread and butter pickles I've ever done. And then my battery died and I came back to show you what it looks like. So yeah, just lots of videos. So yeah, I know everyone's tired. I'm tired. I just talk and I just tire myself out. So, busy week. Please watch the videos, share them, like them. Tell me what you really think. You know, and if anybody has a recipe for like, maybe like a pepper jelly jam. I don't know. I looked at the one in the Ball Cannon book. I'm not real impressed. But any suggestions, you know, because could you imagine I have to put holes in all these shishito peppers to make them fit in a jar? Stay tuned definitely for some pan-fried shishito peppers in a cast iron pan. Stay tuned for that too. But I know it's just been, everybody's busy. It's gardening season. I'm not trying to neglect anyone. I just probably lost a $400 system from, you know, my dog knocking coffee into it. So I'm here. I'm posting videos. I'm trying to show support for everyone. I'm trying to stick with Shed Wars. It's just been crazy. And trying to unpack and move in, you know. So, but I do love you all. I really do appreciate the comments. And I just appreciate you all coming into the live and watching my videos when I post them. You know, and if I do something crappy, be sure to write it. And don't forget about the water bath cannon and the sports bra and yoga pants. Like, I mean, I wasn't even thinking. It was so stinking hot. But somebody can get really burned that way. So, my bad. But, yeah, so lots to do this week. I hope you enjoy all the videos, and know sincerely from the bottom of my heart, I'm watching. I love you all. We're all on the same playing field. I love you. So if I can help anybody with anything gardening or cooking related, shoot me an email, you know, or find me on Instagram and I'll help you out. I just met someone new who literally is so into the shishito peppers, left a comment, and I said, well, I'm saving seeds. That's what you hear running over there. Is I have seeds separated, 2 baggies over there, and I'm afraid my roommate's going to close the baggie. So I wanted to sit them on top of the dehydrator so they could start drying so they don't mold. And I said, well, I'm saving shishito pepper seeds this year. If you need some, just let me know. And she's like, wow, great, thank you. So maybe it'll be a new subscriber. Did you see doing things different with the hashtag zucchini challenge? No, I actually didn't. How did I miss that? Jason Aver says, I'm just finally slowing down 1 video per week for a while. That pace just eats up the time. You're not kidding. You're not kidding. I mean, I'm just trying, you know, but the garden's really, really busy. And I don't know. I did say I would try to do something cooking related once a week, and I couldn't even keep my word. And I'm all about keeping my word. I wear my heart on my sleeve. I'm like the most honest you're ever going to meet. And it was just so, I couldn't believe how the gardens took off that I was drowning. There you have it. Like, I love gardening. I said to my roommate, I didn't even think it was fun this year. I didn't get to tinker around. I didn't get to, like, plant other things. It was so overwhelming to me, and that's because we didn't really have a spring here, even though I grew big, huge, amazing things. Remember to look back. Broccoli, cabbage, all different types of lettuces. My spinach leaves were the size of my hand. I mean, I was busting my hump then, and then I blinked. Woke up and the garden was producing all the food it was producing. And I am sincerely grateful and happy with it, but just didn't expect that. And didn't have my equipment here to be able to deal with all that all at once. And that just made me overwhelmed. And then doing 6 videos, you know, and seeing I'm at, you know, like 711, and then I'm down to 708. It's like, it's whatever. I don't even look at the numbers anymore. Because you know what, I try to do the best I can do on YouTube and try to show people how I do things. I know I have to go about it a little bit different. I am going to make some changes on this channel when it comes to gardening, because I'm more into teaching about it, and I think I need to conduct that differently. So just stick it out with me. I'm just learning. I'm not just learning how to garden. I'm just learning how to get my stories and how I do things across. So storytelling, I guess that's what it is. But yeah, I'll slow down when winter comes. That's how I look at it, but not really here though. Once the gardens are done, I'm going to be like a nut in here trying to unpack and get more things out of storage, and yeah, it's just crazy. Oh, Teresa Shan says, thank you for the long video. Wait, which one? I don't know. Am I making like my videos a little too long for you? It's because I really try not to. But sometimes, like, even like with garden tours, what do people think? You know, like, you ever look at Roots and Refuge? I know I'm not Jess from Roots and Refuge, but that's how she kind of got started, by explaining everything, taking you from bed to bed. Like, that's who got me into the seeds, you know, planting everything from seed. But when you do a garden tour, it's just longer. And I tried to rush because my phone kept shutting down. Oy, it's been like the summer of the heat and no tags. But yes, I love y'all. I really am grateful and thankful that you come to the live, you watch the videos, and anyone that watches us back. It was really funny in the beginning. I'm glad to see Paul is doing much better. Nice to see Robert on here. Thank you for everybody that was here. I hope that you have a very lovely week. I hope we all have like a little bit of a more slower week is what I'm hoping for. So if that's what you're hoping for, I hope you get what you want. And I hope it's a whole lot cooler this upcoming week for sure. But love yous all. And Farm and Havoc says, good night, everyone. God bless. Good night, Farm and Havoc. Absolutely adore your comments when you write them. Jason Aver says, every year I wind up wasting tomatoes, but I still love planting too many anyway. You know, that's true, but I've never, Jason Avers, ever planted this many. So if it's 135 in the garden, I think there might be 10 or 15 over here. I'm not sure. I'll do a video on it. But in the meantime, happiness, Melody. Oh, I love you guys. Congratulations on everything you're doing. Your garden's amazing. You're amazing. Congratulations too on the huge weight loss. Send some of that weight my way. I'm going to weigh myself to see how much I weigh this week. Hopefully eating like 2 meals a day, you know, like a late dinner so that I sleep on it and not sweat it off or, you know, dwindle down to like nothing. Hopefully that's working, because then it technically comes out to 3 meals a day. I'm trying. I think I'll probably put on weight and get a little bit heavier maybe in, you know, fall and winter when you can eat all those thick, heavy cream type sauces. Hey, Jason Avers says Homestead Aquarius. I know, right? I love Jason Avers. Love, love, love. I was in one of his lives and I said hello to him. He didn't say anything. You know, her name, is it Mary? She got a box sent to her with like tea. I think I left you a comment on that. What kind of tea that was? Is it like a specialty tea, or did you have a name for it? Because I was really interested in that. It was like a box of all different types of like tea bags. I really like that. So yeah, if you can leave me like a message, let me know what kind of tea she gets. That would be awesome. I need like a wind down type of tea. I am harvesting a lot of chamomile. Well, trying to anyway. I'm doing it and putting it in a jar and shaking it so it doesn't get mold. And I have a lid that has the air things on it that Jay bought me. So, yeah, stay tuned. I'm going to be using what Robert and Jay and Chris and everybody wants to pick on me for my pickle packer tonight. Just because I said it, I think it's good quality wood. So I'm looking forward to beating the crap out of some cabbage. No. So I'm interested in that new part. I really want to have a nice healthy gut. So hopefully I don't screw it up or scare myself. So wish me lots of luck on fermenting. And no, I don't have a book. 3 meals a day in the hot south and you get the constant meat sweats. Oh boy, I know. I couldn't do 3 meals. I had to eat a bowl of cereal at night late to count that as a third. But 2 meals, like a sandwich and then dinner. And then I'm usually like done until night. Sometimes I eat a bowl of cereal, a couple like double dogs or something. But anyways, so I'm going to try and stay with me. You know, it's a lot of work, 6 videos a week and shed wars. And I am super duper blessed to get these humongous harvests, you know. And I just see next year being better. I think my roommate is so right when he said, just think next year you can go out and plant what you want. And you don't have to build. You're exhausted, Melody, because you have not stopped. And that's true. I haven't stopped. You know, and I'm not going to be stopping here, really, because I have to unpack. So, I eat 1 a day, or all I want to do is sleep too hot. I hear you there. Mary gets all kinds of stuff. What did Mary order this week? Could be an interesting live show segment. Ooh, I'll be watching that. I haven't been getting notifications for you. It was definitely a couple months back. It was like a box, like about this big, and it was like an assorted thing of tea bags. And I wrote you a couple times in regards to it, like, what is that tea? I'm so interested in it, and I guess it just kind of got lost somewhere. Jason Amer says, at Homestead Aquarius, hiya, hoping to get at least 1 good frog pond in extra. That'd be awesome. But on that note, me and my pickle packer are going to hit the sack. I'm tired. Between all the canning and all the harvesting, I hope you all have a blessed week. I will see you next Sunday and every day this week with a video. So I hope you enjoyed Sunday's live, even with the little, you know, wisecracks that they were doing. It's all good fun. We're all adults here. But yeah, so I love you all. I hope that you stay cool. I'm actually getting hot now. I'm like, oh, gotta check and see what the air is on. But yeah, I hope you have a blessed week. And I'll see you around. And love you all. And should I hold up my meat packer to end it? Or should I hold up my brine that I did? Lori's World. Night all. Take care. Lori, you stayed here the whole time. Oh, Lori, I'm so tired. At home with Tom and Rhonda. Hello, Tom and Rhonda. Oh my goodness gracious. I call it entrapment on your words. We were framed. No, yous were not. You have to go back and watch Tom and Rhonda. And Indiana Gardner was still here saying goodnight. Sorry we're so late. It's okay. I'm just tired because, you know, I've just been a super busy bee. Look at all that zucchini down there I have to deal with. And canning this weekend, you know, cowboy candy, so forth and so on. And I got a pickle packer, and they had a field day with this thing on tonight's live. So go back and watch. I love you all. You know, watch all the videos. Even if you only have a few minutes, leave a quick comment. Because I really do appreciate it. But I'm exhausted. I'm tired. And I've tried to get off a few times, and it didn't work out. And me and my cowboy candy are going to hit the hay. So I love you all. And stay tuned for me beating the crap out of some cabbage and get into fermenting with me and my pickle packer. So, from Pennsylvania, I will see you during the week on my videos, and then I'll catch you next Sunday. Good night, everyone. Love yous all.